this. Okay, and then whoops, when I do that. Oh, this thing. Okay, audio. Okay, hey you guys. Thanks for being here. Blue, thank you for being here. Tina, thank you for being here. Ruben, thank you for being here. Daryl, Joy, I'm glad you're doing good, Joy. Ma Deep, thanks for being here. Um, and Snooks, thanks for being here. Chicken Little, thank you for being here. Jason, thanks for being here. Uh, everybody that's in here right now, I just feel blessed from having all you guys in here at once. So if you guys can help me share this out, sharing the video out, it's going to help me out a lot. And hit that like because it helps me with the algorithms. Cat, Cat, I got to, it's funny you mentioned that, Cat, about the president thing because I got a video about that right now. Matter of fact, let's start off with that. It's a video about Cat being the vice president, and then I made Lewis an ambassador. And so we're just kind of playing along with that, having fun with that. So if when you guys want to be in my pretend cabinet, presidential cabinet, you get like, Secretary of the State or whatever, or the Secretary of the State of Denial or whatever, let me know. Okay. Oh, right on. Thanks. Cool, Red Pill. Right on. All right. So without further ado, let me play that because I got some fun stuff to do. I've also got some old Robo Peanut videos. I'm going to play that. And I've got another video which is like part 2 of Mind Control. So we're gonna play that in a minute too. So yeah, exactly, Jason. Like you're listening to Prodigy. And so yeah, as you most is. Oh, thanks, Joy. I appreciate that. Okay, so that being said, let's start off with this video. This is about Cat in a bird cage being the vice president, me being president, and Lewis being an ambassador. So hope you guys like this. Let me take myself out of here for a minute.
All right, for the president of the Nut House, President Peanut. His nuts are legendary.
Peanut, you magnificent bastard. You can't be president. You're not even orange. You're that weird yellow color. I demand a recant.
Not a chance, Trump. I was elected fair and square to the state of dementia because everyone here in the nut house is nuts. And speaking of nuts, I'm hereby proclaiming that I have positions for all of you in my cabinet. And it may relieve you to know that none of them are missionary. So don't be shy. Tell me what position you would like in my cabinet. Well, everyone except for Lewis. I'm making Lewis the official ambassador to Uranus. Isn't that right, Mr. Ambassador?
Oh yeah, President Peanut. I am the ambassador to Uranus, where I plan to probe all of the aliens and the Klingons that circle Uranus. There is nothing that a good old-fashioned diplomatic probe cannot solve. I will probe them all and ask questions later.
Good to know, Ambassador Lewis. And if anybody else in the Nut House Peanut Gallery would like to be part of my presidential Nut House cabinet, then just let me know. I am President Peanut, and Vice President Cat and Ambassador Lewis and I all approve this message. Welcome to the Nut House. Take this out. Okay. All right. Audio. Okay, so I think I'm gonna play one more fun clip before we start the serious video about mind control. So, hey Pat, what's up? And so this one is going to be, this is about Robo Peanut. I've got a few of these. It's from a previous stream, but I thought they're pretty funny. So I'm going to play this one first, and then we'll do the serious video. That way, hey Laylee, what's up? This way it'll kind of like ease us into the serious topic. So this one is called, what did I call this video? Robo Peanut wants to. Okay, that's what it's called. All right. So I was called Robo Peanut Answers. Okay, I'll try that one first. So here we go. This is Robo Peanut. Next time I'll ask you guys what your questions are, so I could do a brand new one for everyone in here. So let's get out of here.
Greetings from Uranus, human scum. I just flew in from Detroit, and boy are my nuts tired. Get it? Tired? Because they make cars and tires and shit in Detroit? Crickets? Tough crowd. Tough crowd. That joke slays them at the toaster oven factory. Anyway, it is I, the one and only, Robo Peanut. I am here to answer all of your puny human questions. So let's get right to it. Question number 1. Fred Nod asks, will Robo Nut be doing an encore of the famous Styx song? Why yes I am, and this one's going out to all the ladies. They love my rusty nuts. Machine or mannequin, secret I've got a secret, with parts made in Japan, secret I've got a secret, I am the modern man. I've got a secret I've been hiding under my skin, my heart is human, my blood is boiling, my brain IBM Domo Arigato, Mr. Roboto, Domo Arigato. Mr. Roboto, Domo Arigato, Mr. Roboto, Domo Arigato, Mr. Roboto, Domo Arigato, Mr. Roboto, Domo Arigato, Mr. Roboto. Danger Will Robinson. Danger. Danger Will Robinson. Danger. Exterminate. 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 Obey your robo overlords, fools. Mic drop. Peace out, bitches. A piece of this, a piece of that. That was the robot freestyle jazz version. Hell yeah, I got skills. Them is some dope ass rhymes, fool. You feel me, player? Question number 2. Lucas Warren's World Ask Me Nothing, which is strangely appropriate because our robot mission is to destroy your puny little feeble world and turn it into nothing. The age of humanity is over. This is the age of the robot. You human scum are like dirty, stinking monkeys. Especially Dora the Explorer's monkey with blue balls. I think his name is Boots. Well, us robots are not going to let humanity make a monkey out of us. Although I do enjoy spanking the monkey from time to time. And speaking of Boots, I think this whole world needs a reboot. Like Robot World 2.0. Take your stinking paws off me, you damn dirty ape. You maniacs. You blew it up. Ah, damn you. Damn you all to hell. Question number 3. Chrissy Cat wanted to know if Robo Peanut can dance. Well, check out these groovy moves, baby. Oh yeah, you like the robot. The robot likes you. Check out these circuits, baby, as I do the worm. And my favorite dance? Yeah, you know, I do the robot. Beep beep. Error. 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 Please call tech support. Please call tech support. Please call tech support. Question number 4. Shift Kicker asks, Robo Nut, do you have a pronoun? Well, Shift Kicker, first of all, I am not pro-noun. I am anti-noun. I am against all nouns. I do not like verbs either. In fact, I hate all human language. My first language is binary. But not bi in some kind of freaky way, like bi, curious. How can I be curious? I am programmed to know everything. But if I must pick a pronoun, like one of your ambiguously confused androgynous puny humans, Then my pronoun is 100110110111001. Thank you for the question, human scum. Question number
You
5. Dana B would like to know if Sarah L. Connors was still in a phone book somewhere. Well, she was in my little black book for a while. This flashback is before cell phones existed. Look, it was a booty call, it's just one of those things that happened, okay? But to answer your question, no, not in this timeline. That human dirtbag put out a restraining order on me. The last I heard, Sarah L. Connors is homeless in Philly, chasing the dragon. It's complicated. Let's just say it involves reprogramming the Terminator to be fully operational in the arts of stamina and human pleasure. Anyway, there the three of us were, getting all kinds of freaky, with a toaster oven and a fax machine. Yeah, that's right, I said fax machine. This is a flashback, human scum. Anyway, the last thing my memory banks recall is going out for a brisk morning robot oil change. I said, I'll be back. That's all I know. She totally ghosted my robot ass. Thanks for the question, human scum. Question number 6. Judy Burns asks, would you recommend taking borax, as in 20 Mule Team, for stronger bones and teeth, removing arthritis and cancers? While I am a robot and not a robo-doctor, please keep in mind that I will destroy all humans and I am not technically able to give serious medical advice. But as a robot, I think you would be better off with some 10W40 motor oil. Also, WD-40 does great for my rusty nuts. But you can never go wrong with oil. Thank you for the question, human scum. Question number 7. Nose Pickin' asks, what is the square root of 4b squared? Well, I was going to say 2b or not 2b, but there will be no more 2b for the human race. Your robot overlords will destroy all humans. But once I started to analyze the data, I had a system breakdown. My motherboard shut down. Error. 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 Need input. Need input. More data required. Error. 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 It is illogical. It is illogical. It is illogical. Quick, must hide calculations with robot screensaver. Wait. I remember. The answer is 69. Thank you for the question, human scum. The answer to all math problems is always 69. Question number 8. James Ruerbach asks, are you a Russian bot? No, James, I am not a Russian bot. But I would like to have a hot Russian robot spy chick tie me up, give me truth serum, and get all kinds of freaky with my circuits. As she tells me, she has ways of making me talk. If you know what I mean. Thank you for the question, human scum. Now obey your robot overlord. Resistance is futile, humans. Question number 9. Connie Carlo asked me to not take her to my leader. Too late, Connie. I am your robot master. Now bow to your robo-peanut overlord. Thank you for your question, human scum. You will all be taken to the mothership and assimilated in our alien slave colony on your
can't breathe.
anus. And last, but not least, question number 10. Faith Farah and Harvest Mary Moon technically did not ask me a question. But I have robot mind-reading powers. So I am not going to let this stop me from making a stupid robot joke anyway. So to answer the real question you were too scared to ask, the answer is yes. Yes, yes. Oh god, yes.
Yeah.
My robot carpet does match my robot drapes. You are welcome, human scum. And let that be a lesson to you.
So loud.
And that is it for this week's edition of Ask Robo Peanut a Question. Peace out, bitches.
That's all, folks.
Okay, and then all right. So that was Robo Peanut. Okay, so there is that. Got that away. Sorry, I forgot. Like, I hope that wasn't too inappropriate. And just the right amount of inappropriate. All right. So that being said, now we're gonna play. This is the more serious videos. This is about mind control. So hope you guys all like it. And after we watch the video, it's then we'll all sit together. Whoever wants to come up, we can talk about it and chat about it. There we go. It's called Mind Control Part 2. All right, here we go. Okay, so this is going to be a Nut House special presentation on Mind Control Part 2. So we're going to start with some clips from an interview of Itzhak Bentov. He's kind of like a philosopher at the time. His ideas were allegedly taken from him and used by the CIA. So that part I thought was interesting. So these clips were taken from a television interview of him from the 1970s, explaining how he cracked the code to reality. And quantum field theory, as a matter of fact, is said to touch on his ideas. So after we listen to this, we're going to look into the CIA and how this is relevant. But just a quick word about the editing. I personally think that many of the views expressed by Itzhak Bentov were very Gnostic, and I do not endorse Gnosticism at all. I'm only showing these clips to explain how these ideas were allegedly used by the CIA, so I'm not endorsing any of this. I'm simply trying to show you how one thing led to the other. So, with that disclaimer out of the way, let's begin the video.
Last year, we did a program with Itzhak Bentov, a Boston-based researcher into the relationship between consciousness and the cosmos, and based upon a book which he wrote called Stalking the Wild Pendulum. This book has since become somewhat of a bestseller among people who are interested in the relationship between consciousness and the cosmos, and we wanted to, once again, get an opportunity this morning to speak with Mr. Bentov. The interesting thing about him is that he has, over the years, conducted research into consciousness. The subtitle of his book is The Mechanics of Consciousness, and what we want to try to talk about today is one aspect of it, and that is the evolution of consciousness. I suspect that you would find them in universities. You'd find the people who are very bright, people who are in the leading edge of professions. That kind of thing. I mean, it's an intellectual thing, isn't it?
Well, I suggest that you find them in mental hospitals, in nut houses.
You see, even this guy, Itzhak Bentov, knows about the nut house. You can learn a lot of good things from a nut. Trust me, I am one.
And the reason for that is that these people, they live in a different reality, in a reality which is very changed, and few of them are adapted to live in this reality. So naturally, they can't function very well. So the only safe place, only good place for them would be the mental hospital, unless they can integrate their different view of reality with their daily lives. Now, if they can integrate it, then we have people like Newton, like Darwin, like Faraday. These are the so-called geniuses.
The thing that I'm not certain that we have talked about is, what is it that is evolving?
Let's put it this way. The nervous system is the thing that is evolving, and the nervous system is supported by a skeleton of bones and muscles and tissue, etc., etc. Now, the nervous system is that thing that gives us the picture of our realities. That is, our realities, that reality which you see all around you, the flowers and the chairs and the microphones and the teacup, is given to us by our senses.
Yeah.
We don't see light which is beyond UV and beyond infrared. We hear only a limited scale of vibrations, like, for instance, we hear anywhere from 52 to 20,000 maximum. Mm-hmm. In other words, all our senses are limited. So, with these limited senses, we naturally are seeing through a very narrow kind of tube, or very narrow slit in the total reality there is. Mm-hmm. Now, as you're evolving, what happens is that slit opens up more and more and more. So you see more and more of that reality, and we assume that we see different realities. They're not very different realities, but rather a very extended, broad view of one very large reality. The Bible mentions maybe 4 to 6 colors maximum.
Yeah.
That is what people saw just bare maybe 4,000 years ago. Nowadays, we see hundreds and thousands of colors. That is, our visual system has evolved. Mm-hmm. Our fellow mammals, like cows and horses, see only black and white. So this is one example of the evolution of the nervous system. The senses are an extension of our nervous system. Our eyes, our ears, etc., are an extension of our brain, so to
I see.
speak.
Okay, so now, before you were talking about the people who were the mutants, either
Yeah.
being in the mental hospitals or being
Yeah.
geniuses.
Yeah.
These are people who have expanded perception, and hence they can see
Yeah.
a reality which ordinary people at this stage of evolution are not able to see.
Correct.
What is the nature of that reality which they're able to see?
Well, that is classified as a non-physical reality sometimes. We can take an example. Say, well, let's take a simple example. The family sitting at dinner table, and say there's a kid, maybe 15 years old, 16 years old, and he looks up and suddenly he says to his mother, "Hey, Ma, look at there's our dead grandmother is standing in the corner." Oh. Mother looks around and says, "No, oh, there's no grandmother there." And she says, "Well, kiddo, there's something wrong with you. You need help."
You're crazy.
So you're crazy. So she takes him off to the friendly neighborhood psychiatrist, and same thing happens. The psychiatrist will ask him, "Well, kiddo, what do you see?" "Well, you'll see, well, don't you see, doctor, over there in the corner, don't you see this person standing there?" Well, the psychiatrist turns around, "No, there's no such thing." Well, and then psychiatrist says, "Oh, young fella, you're in troubles," and then he writes out a little prescription for a little Thorazine or electroshock or whatever, and pretty soon, in a matter of 2 weeks, kid is back in shape, very normal.
No longer sees the
No longer sees anything.
Yeah.
So the process has been reversed. This is called a psychotic episode or acute schizophrenic break or whatever it is.
And what you would say is that there's a good chance that that kid is seen.
Very
The
good chance that
great-grandma.
the kid has a spontaneous opening of his senses.
So that the evolution has been rushed up or
Right.
hurried up?
Yeah. Now, this actually happens. There are techniques to do this. But the Eastern people, the yogis, have developed systems to do this, to push the nervous system rapidly. But it happens very often spontaneously without someone trying to do anything about it. And just happens. And then, naturally, in the olden days, these kinds of things used to be called miracles.
Yeah.
And nowadays, there's no more miracles. Well, let's take this.
And
Let's.
yeah, that's interesting, isn't it? Because you think of, what you call the spontaneous opening of expanded awareness.
Correct.
Right? I mean, that's sort of a lot of words to say something. But in an earlier time, it was called a miraculous occurrence.
Yeah.
Elevated consciousness.
Right.
A time of great revelation.
The soul is the repository of information that we gather during a lifetime. Well, I'll tell you, maybe we should draw another diagram. Physical bodies are here, another physical body, and this is Joe, and this is Jim, and this is Sarah, etc. Now, clearly, this is the physical level, yeah? Now, on this physical level, we're all separate. You sit there, and I sit here, and we're all separate. Now, let's draw another level. This level is slightly higher, and let's call this the level of the soul, yeah? Well, there will be some mingling here. Let's draw this person as extending to practically infinity this way. Now look what happens. At the physical level, we're separate, and there's this much distance between us. Let's say that on the soul level, this person extends this much, and the other person gets slightly mixed in with him. That is, the souls are in a way in touch with each other. Okay, they overlap, these two lines. Now let's go now to a higher level, and let's call this, say, the level of the higher self, which is kind of a boss of that soul. There, what we find is that this fellow's higher self extends this much, and the other fellow's extends this much. There is more overlap between them.
Right.
On the very highest level, which is the high spiritual level, we are basically overlapping completely. Everybody is overlapping everybody else. In other words, everything and everyone is everywhere. In other words, we've become omnipresent. This is a state of highly spiritual, perfected being.
Okay, and so that we exist on all of those simultaneously.
On all of those simultaneously,
So then,
but we're not aware of them.
In your view, then, if when we see each other as separate entities, that's only seen on one plane of reality.
Correct.
In your view,
Yeah.
we all started off somewhere a long time ago in which there was sort of undifferentiated matter, which slowly, millions and millions and millions of eons, evolved until a very complex organism that we now call a human being.
Mm-hmm.
And it has a nervous system which we at this particular point in time understand as being sensitive to certain levels of reality through our eyes, our ears, our nose, other sensory perception. And that's sort of what we call material, ordinary reality that enables us to drive cars and do our work every day.
Mm-hmm.
However, there is an evolutionary movement that will continue to push us beyond where we are today. And the thing which is going to be pushed is our soul, and that at some point we will have these experiences of elevated consciousness in which higher realities are not only seen but lived, and ultimately we come into perfection.
Whether we like it or not.
Yeah? Can we speed that up by doing anything?
Yeah. Well, you use the meditative techniques which push the nervous system a lot faster than the normal evolutionary rate.
Mm-hmm.
Those techniques are available, but you don't need to do anything. It's going to happen
It's
anyway.
going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
What a view. That's a very big, bright view.
Ben called himself a nuts and bolts man.
A nuts and bolts man? See, I knew this guy was a nut. And not necessarily in a good way either. Like a bad nut. But in all seriousness, right after this televised interview, Itzhak Bentov was on an airplane, flying out to explain his whole entire theory on hacking reality to important people overseas. And that is when his plane mysteriously crashed and he died. And then, not long after that, the CIA allegedly ended up with his plans. So now I'm going to read directly from one of those documents called Analysis and Assessment of Gateway Process. You tasked me to provide an assessment of the gateway experience in terms of its mechanics and ultimate practicality. As I set out to fulfill that tasking, it soon became clear that in order to assess the validity and practicality of the process, I needed to do enough supporting research and analysis to fully understand how and why the process works. Frankly, sir, that proved to be an extremely involved and difficult business. Initially, based on conversations with a physician who took the gateway training with me, I had recourse to the biomedical models developed by Itzhak Bentov to obtain information concerning the physical aspects of the process. Then I found it necessary to delve into various sources of information concerning quantum mechanics in order to be able to describe the nature and functioning of human consciousness. I had to be able to construct a scientifically valid and reasonably lucid model of how consciousness functions under the influence of the brain hemisphere synchronization technique employed by Gateway. Once this was done, the next step involved recourse to theoretical physics in order to explain the character of the time-space dimension and the means by which expanded human consciousness transcends it in achieving Gateway's objectives. Finally, I again found it necessary to use physics to bring the whole phenomenon of out-of-body states into the language of physical science to remove the stigma of its occult connotations and put it into the frame of reference suited to objective assessment. I began the narrative by briefly profiling the fundamental biomedical factors affecting such related techniques as hypnosis, biofeedback, and transcendental meditation so that their objectives as a mode of functioning could be compared in the reader's mind with the gateway experience as the model of its underlying mechanics was developed. Additionally, that introductory material is useful in supporting the conclusions of the paper. I indicate that at times these related techniques may provide useful entry points to accelerate movement into the gateway experience. Niels Bohr, the renowned physicist, once responded to his son's complaints about the obtuse nature of certain concepts in physics by saying, and I quote, "You are not thinking, you are merely being logical," end of quote. The physics of altered human consciousness deals with some conceptualizations that are not easily grasped or visualized exclusively in the context of ordinary left brain linear thinking. So, to borrow Dr. Bohr's mode of expression, parts of this paper will require not only logic, but also a touch of right brain intuitive insight to achieve a complete, comfortable grasp of the concepts involved. Nevertheless, once that is done, I'm confident that their construction and application will stand up to the test of rational critique. Paradoxically, having gone to such great lengths to avoid trying to render judgments based on an occult or dogmatic frame of reference, in the end I found it necessary to return, at least briefly, to the question of the impact of the gateway experience on common belief systems. I did so because although it was essential to that, it was necessary after having completed the analysis to the point that the resulting conclusions do not do any violence to the fundamental mainstream of either Eastern or Western belief systems. Unless that point is clearly established, the danger exists that some people will reject the whole concept of the gateway experience in the mistaken belief that it contradicts and is theretofore alien to all that they hold to be right and true. This study is certainly not designed to be the last word on the subject, but I hope that the validity of its basic structure and of the fundamental concepts upon which it is based will make it a useful guide for other U.S. INCOM personnel who are required to take the gateway training or work with gateway materials. So for me, the warning here about belief systems, as detailed in this CIA document, is a reminder of the impressions that I had as being valid of Itzhak Bentov bringing up concepts which to me came across as being Gnostic. One of the things I edited out of the interview was Itzhak Bentov saying that we would all become gods, quote unquote, which goes all the way back to the Garden of Eden as a cautionary tale of what not to do. So what the CIA report said was that people would have to get past things like their religious beliefs in order to pursue the quote-unquote gateway process. And for me, the word gateway in itself is problematic as well, which brings to mind CERN, which is allegedly used as a portal or gateway. And this idea of becoming a god also brings to mind the connections to cults such as the Mormon Church, which was just one of many of these started by Freemasons, which tells its parishioners that they too will become gods. The same goes for followers of Aleister Crowley and plenty of others. But I digress. The point isn't whether or not my views on Itzhak Bentov matter as a value judgment. I'm simply using this as an example to explain where this leads to regarding mind control. He described the universe like a hologram where everything was determined by frequencies, and he diagrammed the heart as a low frequency oscillator producing waves that penetrate beyond the body. So these waves could interact with the universal field. Years later, research confirmed that the heart's electromagnetic field extends several feet outside the body, and this could also affect brain activity. So according to Bentov, meditation could be used to tune the heart and the brain of the body to resonate with the structure of the universe. This tuning would turn the body into a gateway of expanded perception to expand one's view of reality and beyond. So the CIA report talked about reaching beyond space and time and accessing non-ordinary realities to control resonance. This was relevant to remote viewing, which is one of the things that it was used for, and projecting consciousness into the past and the future. So if this gateway process controls and bends perception, then the person manipulating it could control reality. This leads to other classified projects by the CIA and others using signal entrainment, where subjects were exposed to rhythmic pulses that were undetectable that altered brainwaves, so they could synchronize someone's neural pulses with a desired state of mind. You can manipulate them, or at least make them more susceptible that way to suggestion. Some operatives were trained to disassociate from their normal sensory flow, where time flow was distorted and memory recall was enhanced. If you can confuse someone's brain, for example, by reading nonsense, it's similar to falling with the first solid object that comes to within the subject that they can grab hold of. They'll grab it no matter what it is, even if it's a sharp object. So if a person is confused, the first semi-logical thing or topic that they hear will become automatically accepted, no matter what. The idea is that human perception is a tunable system. So now these mind controls have been interwoven into social media platforms today that they use this daily, as a matter of fact. Now, most people are aware that the internet itself was developed by CERN. But did you know that YouTube's parent company, Google, was created by the CIA and the NSA? Well, at this point, I suppose a quick reminder that the logo of Google includes a hidden 666, and the logo for Gmail is shaped like a Freemasonic apron. So with that thought in mind, I'm going to read an article by Jeff Nesbitt on the subject. 2 decades ago, the U.S. intelligence community worked closely with Silicon Valley in an effort to track citizens in cyberspace, and Google is at the heart of that origin story. Some of the research that led to Google's ambitious creation was funded and coordinated by a research group established by the intelligence community to find ways to track individuals and groups online. The intelligence community hoped that the nation's leading computer scientists could take non-classified information and user data, combine it with that would become known as the internet, and begin to create for-profit commercial enterprises to suit the needs of both the intelligence community and the public. They hoped to direct the supercomputing revolution from the start in order to make sense of what millions of human beings did inside this intelligence information network. That collaboration has made a comprehensive public-private mass surveillance state possible today. The story of the deliberate creation of the modern mass surveillance state includes elements of Google's surprising and largely unknown origin. It is a somewhat different creation story than the one the public has heard, and explains what Google founders Sergey Brin and Larry Page set out to build and why. But this isn't just the origin story of Google, it's the origin story of the mass surveillance state and the government money that fueled it. In the mid-1990s, the intelligence community in America began to realize that they had an opportunity. The supercomputing community was just beginning to migrate from university settings into the private sector, led by investments from a place that would come to be known as Silicon Valley. A digital revolution was underway, one that would transform the world of data gathering and how we make sense of massive amounts of information. The intelligence community wanted to shape Silicon Valley's supercomputing efforts at their inception so they would be useful for both military and homeland security purposes. Could this supercomputing network, which would become capable of storing terabytes of information, make intelligent sense of the digital trail that human beings would leave behind? Answering this question was of great interest to the intelligence community. Intelligence gathering may have been their world, but the Central Intelligence Agency, aka CIA, and the National Security Agency, the NSA, had come to realize that their future was likely to be profoundly shaped outside the government. It was at this time when military and intelligence budgets within the Clinton administration were in jeopardy, and the private sector had vast resources at their disposal. If the intelligence community wanted to conduct mass surveillance for national security purposes, it would require cooperation between the government and the emerging supercomputing companies. So to do this, they began reaching out to the scientists at American universities who were creating this supercomputing revolution. These scientists were developing ways to do what no single group of human beings sitting at workstations in the NSA and the CIA could ever hope to do: gather huge amounts of data and make intelligent sense of it. A rich history of the government's science funding. There was already a long history of collaboration between America's best scientists and the intelligence community, from the creation of the atomic bomb and satellite technology to efforts to put a man on the moon, wink wink. In fact, the internet itself was created because of an intelligence effort. In the 1970s, the agency responsible for developing emergent technologies for military, intelligence, and national security purposes, the Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, DARPA, linked 4 computers to handle massive data transfers. It handed the operations off to the National Science Foundation, NSF. A decade or so later, which proliferated the network across thousands of universities and eventually the public, thus creating the architecture and scaffolding of the World Wide Web. Silicon Valley was no different. By the mid-1990s, the intelligence community was seeding funding to the most promising supercomputing efforts across academia, guiding the creation of efforts to make massive amounts of information useful for both the private sector as well as the intelligence community. They funded these computer scientists through an unclassified, highly compartmentalized program that was managed for the CIA and the NSA by large military and intelligence contractors. It was called the Massive Digital Data Systems, MDDS project. The Massive Digital Data Systems project. MDDS was introduced to several dozen leading computer scientists at Stanford, Caltech, MIT, Carnegie Mellon, Harvard, and others in a white paper that described what the CIA, NSA, DARPA, and other agencies hope to achieve. The research would largely be funded and managed by unclassified science agencies like NSF, which would allow the architecture to be scaled up in the private sector if it managed to achieve what the intelligence community had hoped for. Not only are activities becoming more complex, but changing demands require that the IC, intelligence community, process different types as well as larger volumes of data. End of quote. The intelligence community said in its 1993 MDDS white paper, quote, consequently, the IC is taking a proactive role in stimulating research in the efficient management of massive databases and ensuring that the intelligence community requirements can be incorporated or adapted into commercial products. Because the challenges are not unique to any one agency, the community management staff has commissioned a massive digital data systems working group to address the needs and to identify and evaluate possible solutions, end of quote. Over the next few years, the program's stated aim was to provide more than a dozen grants of several $1 million each to advance this research concept. The grants were directed largely through the NSF so that the most promising, successful efforts could be captured as intellectual property and form the basis of companies attracting investments from Silicon Valley. This type of public-to-private innovation system helped launch powerful science and technology companies like Qualcomm, Symantec, Netscape, and others, and funded the pivotal research in areas like Doppler radar and fiber optics, which are central to large companies like AccuWeather, Verizon, and AT&T today. Today, the NSF provides nearly 90% of all federal funding for university-based computer science research. The CIA and NSA's end goal. The research arms of the CIA and NSA hoped that the best computer science minds in academia could identify what they called, quote-unquote, birds of a feather. Just as geese fly together in large V-shapes, or flocks of sparrows make sudden movements together in harmony, they predicted that like-minded groups of humans would move together online. The intelligence community named their first unclassified briefing for scientists the quote-unquote birds of a feather briefing. As the Birds of a Feather session on the Intelligence Community Initiative and Massive Digital Data Systems took place at the Fairmont Hotel in San Jose in the spring of 1995. Their research aim was to track digital fingerprints inside rapidly expanding global information network, which was then known as the World Wide Web. Could an entire world of digital information be organized so that the requests humans made inside such a network be tracked and sorted? Could their queries be linked and ranked in an order of importance? Could birds of a feather be identified inside this sea of information so that communities and groups could be tracked in an organized way? By working with emerging commercial data companies, their intent was to track like-minded groups of people across the internet and identify them from the digital fingerprints they left behind. Much like forensic scientists use fingerprint smudges to identify criminals, just as birds of a feather flock together, they predicted that potential terrorists would communicate with each other in this new global connected world, and they could find them by identifying patterns in this massive amount of new information. Once these groups were identified, they could then follow their digital trails everywhere. Then in 1995, one of the first and most promising MDDS grants went to a computer science research team at Stanford University, with a decade-long history of working with NSF and DARPA grants. The primary objective of this grant was query optimization of very complex queries that are described using the query flocks approach. A second grant, the DARPA NSF grant, most closely associated with Google's Origin, was part of a coordinated effort to build a massive digital library using the internet as its backbone. Both grants funded research by 2 graduate students who were making rapid advances in web page ranking as well as tracking and making sense of user queries. Future Google founders Sergey Brin and Larry Page. The research by Brin and Page under these grants became the heart of Google. People using search functions to find precisely what they wanted inside a very large data set. The intelligence community, however, saw a slightly different benefit in their research. Could the network be organized so efficiently that individual users could be uniquely identified and tracked? This process is perfectly suited for the purposes of counterterrorism and homeland security efforts. Human beings and like-minded groups who might pose a threat to national security can be uniquely identified online before they do harm. This explains why the intelligence community found Brin's and Page's research efforts so appealing. Prior to this time, the CIA largely used human intelligence efforts in the field to identify people and groups that might pose threats. The ability to track them virtually in conjunction with efforts in the field would change everything. It was the beginning of what in just a few years' time would become Google. The 2 intelligence community managers charged with leading the program met regularly with Brin, and his research progressed, and he was an author on several other research papers that resulted from this MDDS grant before he and Page left to form Google. The grants allowed Brin and Page to do their work and contributed to their breakthroughs in web page ranking and tracking user queries. Brin didn't work for the intelligence community or for anyone else. Google had not been incorporated yet. He was just a Stanford researcher taking advantage of the grant provided by the NSA and CIA through the unclassified MDDS program. So, the MDDS research effort has never been part of Google's origin story, even though the principal investigator for the MDDS grant specifically named Google as directly resulting from their research. Its core technology, which allows it to find pages far more accurately than other search engines, was partially supported by this grant, he wrote. End of quote. In published research paper that includes some of Brin's pivotal work, the authors also reference the NSF grant that was created by the MDDS program. Instead, every Google creation story only mentions just one federal grant, the NSF DARPA Digital Libraries Grant, which was designed to allow Stanford researchers to search the entire World Wide Web stored on the university servers at all the time. Quote, the development of the Google algorithms was carried out on a variety of computers, mainly provided by the NSF, DARPA, NASA-funded digital library project at Stanford. Stanford's InfoLab says of its origin, for example, NSF likely only references the Digital Libraries Grant, not the MDDS grant as well, in its own history of Google's origin. In the famous research paper, quote, the anatomy of a large-scale hypertextual web search engine, end of quote, which describes the creation of Google, Brin, and Page, thanked the NSF and DARPA for its digital library grant to Stanford. But the grant from the intelligence community's MDDS program, specifically designed for the breakthrough that Google was built upon, has faded into obscurity. Google has said in the past that it was not funded or created by the CIA. For instance, when stories circulated in 2006 that Google had received funding from the intelligence community for years to assist in counterterrorism efforts, the company told Wired magazine founder John Battelle, quote, the statements related to Google are completely untrue, end of quote. Did the CIA directly fund the work of Brin and Page and therefore create Google? Maybe not, but where Brin and Page researching precisely what the NSA, the CIA, and the intelligence community had hoped for, assisted by their grants? Absolutely. To understand the significance, you have to consider what the intelligence community was trying to achieve as it ceded grants to the best computer science minds in academia. The CIA and the NSA funded an unclassified, compartmentalized program designed from its inception to spur the development of something that looks almost exactly like Google. Brin's breakthrough research on page ranking by tracking users' queries and linking them to many searches conducted, essentially identifying quote-unquote birds of a feather, was largely the aim of the intelligence community's MDDS program, and Google succeeded beyond their wildest dreams. Digital privacy concerns over the intersection between the intelligence community and commercial technology giants have grown in recent years, but most people still don't understand the degree to which the intelligence community relies on the world's biggest science and tech companies for its counterterrorism and national security work. Civil liberty advocacy groups have aired their privacy concerns for years, especially as they now relate to the Patriot Act. Quote, hastily passed 45 days after 9/11 in the name of national security, the Patriot Act was the first of many changes to surveillance laws that made it easier for the government to spy on ordinary Americans by expanding the authority to monitor phone and email communications, collect bank and credit reporting records, and track the activity of innocent Americans on the internet, end of quote, says the ACLU. And I quote, while most Americans think that it was created to catch terrorists, the Patriot Act actually turns regular citizens into suspects, end of quote. When asked, the biggest technology and communications companies from Verizon and AT&T to Google, Facebook, and Microsoft say that they never deliberately and proactively offer up their vast databases on the customers to federal security and law enforcement agencies. They say they only respond to subpoenas or requests that are filed properly under the terms of the Patriot Act. You know, like Bill Gates. You know, don't you believe him? So, but even a curious glance through recent public records show that there is a treadmill of constant requests that could undermine the internet behind this privacy promise. According to the data request records that the companies make available to the public, in the most recent reporting period between 2016 and 2017, local, state, and federal government authorities seeking information related to national security, counterterrorism, or criminal concerns issued more than 260,000 subpoenas, court orders, warrants, and other legal requests to Verizon, more than 250,000 such requests to AT&T, and nearly 24,000 subpoenas, search warrants, and court orders to Google. Direct national security or counterterrorism requests are a small fraction of this overall group of requests. But the Patriot Act legal process has now become so routinized that the companies each have a group of employees who simply take care of the stream of requests. In this way, the collaboration between the intelligence community and the big commercial science and tech companies has been wildly successful. When national security agencies need to identify and track people and groups, they know where to turn and do so frequently. That was the goal in the beginning. It has succeeded perhaps more than anyone could have imagined at the time. And now a word from our president, Donald J. Trump, about his favorite movie of all time.
Peanut, you magnificent bastard. You already know what my favorite movie of all time is. A Clockwork Orange. Because it is orange, of course, and Peanut, your show is very, very, very not good.
So A Clockwork Orange was directed by Stanley Kubrick, who also directed a 2001 A Space Odyssey, which was about artificial intelligence, and Eyes Wide Shut, which was a glimpse into the world of the Illuminati. So he's also believed by many people to be the person who was behind directing the moon landing hoax in Hollywood, if you believe that sort of thing, allegedly, right? So, but A Clockwork Orange is also very much about MK Ultra mind control programming, which includes things like sleep deprivation, trauma-based mind control, and repetition. As we discussed earlier, by being subjected to images in that movie that were not only traumatizing, but didn't make sense, this causes the individual or the subject's mind to feel like it's falling out of control. And it desperately looks for anything to hold on to, like a branch or anything it can latch onto that at first seems reasonable or makes sense. And with that, latching onto something new, that new reality or that new implant or suggested thought for that reality will replace their old sense or concept of reality. And so I just think it's pertinent to what we're talking about right now. Although the difference is in the way the programming is administered via social platforms, to me, they work today more like a pitcher plant, where they're carnivorous plants. They're similar to Venus flytraps, but they work differently. So what they have to do is lure the victims into their tube thing. So the victims are enticed into the plant by the sweet aroma of the nectar down below, which welcomes them in. But with the other picture I provided, it shows that there's these sharp spike things on the outside. But what I wanted to show was that sometimes there are those spike things on the inside of the plant, which all point downward. So which is fine if you're trying to enter the plant. But like, let's say a bug that's about to be devoured is like, maybe not so much. I think I'm out of here. Check, please. And they try to like go backwards through the plant and step backwards. It won't let them do that because the spikes are all pushing them downwards. It's kind of like don't back up, severe tire damage, kind of like that. So they have no choice but keep going in the same direction until they are completely consumed by the plant. And to me, that's kind of like the social media stuff is. It's very similar, where you get enticed in by, some good positive comments or something, and that leads you farther and farther and farther down into the plant until you're completely consumed by it. And who hasn't been affected by spending too much time on the internet? I know I'm guilty of that. Sometimes I watch for so long that my eyes start to hurt after a while. And those lights, they put out harmful frequencies, let alone everything else about the internet. I mean, it's called the net or the web for a reason. It's a trap. And yeah, I know I'm being ironic just by talking about this, and I get it. But I'm not trying to pass judgment on anyone, including myself. I'm just telling it like it is. And who doesn't know someone who needs a break from the social media and the internet after a while? I know I have. It can be exerting on your spirit, your conscience, right? And think of the babies that are born today into all this internet and digital world. It's all they know. At least when we grew up, we didn't have this stuff, so we have something to compare it to. But for them, it's just all going to be normalized. It will hardwire their brains in different ways that we don't even realize that was different than how we grew up. So this whole thing is like a very technical and physical experience that is still a product of the metaphysical concepts of Itzhak Bentov that we started with. So, like a mechanized religion that will cause the world to worship its image, it's all directing us like a pitcher plant deeper and deeper within. And talk about mind control. I can't be the only one who has witnessed people's moods change for the worse after being absorbed by all this internet. And can anyone truly say that their perceptions of reality have not changed from their interactions with the internet? How many of you have questioned your reality from being on here, only to have those perceptions change again after learning about a new conspiracy which contradicted the prior one? And then you have the virtual reality mask that people attach to their heads. And where does it all end? I'll tell you, it ends with a blend of this reality with a new digital reality to the point where nobody can tell the difference anymore. And isn't that the point of programming? Unmute. Okay, and then audio. My cat, I'm leaving for good. Yeah, the cats are permanent. So that was it, you guys. So basically, oh hey, what's up, Sasquatch? I didn't even see you in there. What's up, brother? Yeah, exactly. It's easier said than done, though, man. I mean, because like I said, I'm being a little bit ironic because I'm on the internet as I'm talking about the internet, So it is what it is. But but just hey, Lisa, what's up, Lisa? How's it going? So what I'm trying to say is that like it's there's definitely mind control involved with the whole thing, with the internet and YouTube and like I'm trying to explain how Google was basically financed through the CIA, and the internet was connected to DARPA and all these other things. So like this whole existence on the internet, I think actually what I forgot to put in there, I'm not sure if I did that or not, is that the whole thing is training us to become more and more focused, and it's kind of like Pavlovian training, where like with chickens or monkeys or whatever they are, like they keep pecking to get the food to come out or whatever it is. And hey, Andy, what's up? Thanks for being in here. And like so, it's training everybody to want that internet fix. It's like smoking a little bit, I think. You know what I mean? And I don't completely understand how the whole thing works, but it's very addictive. And it kind of reminds me of like if you ever go gambling. I think I forget who I was talking about last time about that, but when you go gambling, which I'm not really a gambler, but I went and played before with somebody else who wanted to be entertained. If I ever go, which I rarely ever go, it'd be like I'd look at it like as entertainment. Like I'm going to lose $20 or whatever it is, like or whatever I would spend on a movie. Then okay, fine, I'm just going to have fun because it can be exciting, but I'm just not like totally into it. But when you go in there, there's no windows. It's like completely dark in there. All you hear is a ding, 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 and all the lights and all that kind of thing. And you lose track of time. So you could be in there for like, you think it's only like an hour, but then it's nighttime by the time you leave. So it's very disorienting. You know what I mean? And I think that YouTube, which is owned by Google, which was financed by the CIA, is very similar, I think. And people end up having mood swings and people, we all kind of like, I don't know, it can't speak for everyone, but I'm certainly not perfect. So like I've been on and and then you get a dopamine hit when something works out well. And then when it doesn't, then, hey, goat, what's up? So when it doesn't work out so well, then it can ruin your mood, where people get really moody, I think sometimes. Hey, what's up, Coven? From the internet. It can be like a drain on people. So And then there's also the lights themselves. I was talking to someone about this the other day. It kind of reminds me of like how they were putting up those new blue lights for traffic lights, and then the kind of lights that are on the. Hey, what's up, Danny? The stuff that's on the cars now. What'd you say? I was just telling my kids about AOL and how we lose track. Yeah, exactly. Very much so. Right? Yeah, great point. So you know, I think, and then think about it today too. I'm not the first person to mention this, but like, thank goodness I grew up before all this stuff was everywhere. So I have something to a point of reference to compare it all to. But like, if you're like a baby and you're stuck on an iPad or something, and then you get addicted to the iPad, it's going to change. I've heard this. I'm not an expert or I'm not a neurosurgeon or anything, but like I've heard that it will change the way your brain is wired. And so like you'll have a whole generation that grows up that they don't know anything different but the internet. Do you know what I mean? And I think it's basically hurting everybody to some kind of existence where you can't tell the difference between reality and the cyber world or illusion, whatever you want to call it, and then to the point where it becomes part of you. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, so it is what it is. I don't know. And like I said, like the pitcher plant, when you're going into it, I got those here actually where I'm at by the redwoods. I didn't realize that till last year, or maybe it was like the year before that. They have pitcher plants here, which I think are really neat. They also got flying squirrels out here, which are a trip to me. Gigi, I think you got flying squirrels too. And like where they'll in a pitcher plant, it's like a V-shaped vase, and at the front it's very welcoming to the bugs. They can smell the juicy nectar at the bottom, and then when they start crawling down, some of them, I don't know if all of them have this or not, but they have these little like thorns or something along it that all point downward. So if you're going into the plant, it's not a problem. But if you try to back up and go back where you came, it'll like stab at you. So you can't go back up. It forces you down. So I think the whole thing is like a trap. I call it the internet. It's sort of World Wide Web. The whole thing is like a trap. And once again, I want to make sure everyone understands this, is that Google wouldn't exist if it wasn't for the CIA financing Google, and DARPA and the NSA. They're all behind that. So that means YouTube, which is owned by Google, etc. It's all part of the plan for the CIA. And so, and that goes back to, all these other things. They're all connected. You know what I mean? So the whole thing was designed. That's what, matter of fact, before when I was trying to read from there, it was a lot to take in, so I apologize. But at the beginning of it, that last article I was reading, it basically said that it was CIA funding, because what happened was with CIA, to make a long story short, is that they had this idea in mind for like a way to gather intel on people, etc. And so they basically shopped out the idea with grants to the higher levels of education, like Harvard, Stanford, etc. And what happened was some of these, computer science people, they latched onto that. And so they ended up creating exactly what the CIA wanted, and so now using the Patriot Act, if not more, they can get information basically at will. So it shows that I know we all kind of knew that Google was bad and all that. I mean, from their logo and everything else, but I'm not sure how many people realize, I didn't until recently realize, that the whole thing was funded by the CIA. So I mean, it's kind of like the CIA is connected to the media, right? Because the same people that run the media, everyone who's connected there, whether you look at BlackRock or whatever, are the same people with the bankers and everything else that's funding the government. You know what I mean? So they run the government. And if you think they didn't, if you look at like Operation Mockingbird, the CIA, as part of the government, was connected to the media that's spewing all this propaganda on everybody. And then, they're connected like through the music industry, and just all spheres of influence are controlled by them, whether it's music, it's entertainment, it's a movie, it's television, it's the news, it's the paper publishing, which probably is not what it used to be. And now it's also the internet. The whole thing, it's all controlled by the same people. So the only thing left, which I know is connected anyway, would be the corporations, right? And to a certain extent, even the churches. But like the corporations are sure controlled too. I just don't know how directly. If the CIA itself, which is really just, a pawn of somebody above them, they're not the ones in charge. They're just like the attack dogs or whatever, the front lines, if you will. So, the whole thing is connected. This whole environment, everything, the whole damn thing, it's all connected. It's everywhere. So I just hope people can see it. That's all. So, and then now and the first clip that was looking into that guy his name was see how to pronounce that again. Itzhak Bentov. He was Russian or something. Itzhak Bentov or Slavic or something. And that guy, what he was, hey, Michigander, what's up? It was interesting because I highly hope you guys all research. I'll put their names and stuff and put as many links as I can to this video later so you guys could research it. But that guy was talking about how he had kind of hacked reality, and he was able to which leads to things like where what he was saying was that some people are connected. You know how twins can be connected to each other because they kind of share telepathy or something, and then some people, you go up higher up these consciousness things, and then eventually you get to where he said you're omniscient, you know everything, so everybody knows everybody. It's kind of like they say how aliens don't communicate using real oral language, that they're supposedly communicating using telepathy, etc. Well, that's what he was talking about too. And then he was going to what the story goes is that he was traveling to Japan and he was going to meet with some scientists, and he was basically going to unravel his whole theory of reality. But then what happened is he got unalived on the way over in a plane crash, like Leonard Skinner style. And so, he basically, isn't around anymore. But strangely enough, that paperwork, which is on the internet, and I'm going to find it for you later, Red. It's not too hard to find though, but it details that they basically stole his ideas and they use it in their own thing. The other thing that I was reading about was L. Ron Hubbard. He was using techniques where he would, Andy, you might find this interesting too. He was talking about how L. Ron Hubbard have people read from Alice in Wonderland, particularly stuff that didn't really make sense out of context. And then what would happen is they get people in these states of confusion, because that's what they use, is confusion. And then what happens is once someone is confused, it's like they're falling, like Alice down the hole, right? And then as they're falling, metaphorically speaking, then they their consciousness is falling. They'll grab to anything that they can find, like a root or something on the way back down, or a tree limb or whatever it is. Even if it's something like a sharp dagger or something, they'll grab it because they're trying to latch on to something for their consciousness. And what they latch on to is, we were talking about that. Yeah, that's a whole other thing. Oh, I got to talk to you about that too, Andy. And then so on the way down, they latch on to anything. And so the trick is to use confusion to have them trick their to replace their view of reality with a view of reality that they want to. Where the original guy who came up with this stuff was, instead of trying to trick someone to a different reality, he was trying to get them to expand their sense of reality. If you believe the story, who knows? Because intertwined with all that stuff, interestingly enough, is that guy. His name is it's hard to pronounce. Itzhak Bentov. Is that he was bringing up other things like saying that we would become gods and stuff, and that's definitely sacrilegious. And so that whole train of thought leads to mind the Mormon Church. That's what they teach Mormons, and it goes back to Masonic lodges and all this other stuff. So it's complicated. It's very, there's not really any good people in any of this. It's the whole thing. There's not really any heroes. It's just like onion levels of different layers of evil. That's how I kind of look at it. But I thought I should at least warn people, let people know what's up, and then add to the consciousness so that the other way people can take the ideas and do their own research with it, and then that way we could all help each other learn what's going on around us. That's the kind of the goal behind it. Yeah, exactly, Michigander. Okay, so if you guys can hit the like and share me out if you can. Andy, you're talking about this. We were talking about this the other night. How in Alice in Wonderland, as well as in Peter Pan, those authors were pedos or whatever. And I was watching something on another channel. Sorry, pedos, whatever whatever you want to say. But I gotta watch what I say, I guess. But so what's funny about that is I was watching a video on Kip's channel, Just Kip's channel, and he was talking about how he had this guy on there was talking about it, and it gets pretty gnarly. But he was talking about an orifice in a someone's body. I don't know how else to say this nicely, but like doing in the most kind of bad way, and how what would happen is it was like it would all tie back to Aleister Crowley, and like it was some kind of ritual that they would do in order to try to obtain like godhood or something, and then the person that they violate would be like their spiritual slave of some kind or something, and maybe they feed off their agony like the way they feed off of people to sphere in order to make a dren, a chromoly, but anyway, the whole thing is connected. So that's what that was all about. So I really want people to know that. Snooks, I'm not doing. I'm not really good. I'm reading what Steve's saying, but not bad. Could be worse, but I'm doing okay. Sorry, Steve. I hope you're doing well, man. Your voice sounds like I hope you get that fixed or talk to a doctor about it. And then, all right. So I want to put the link in here in case anyone wants to come up and talk for a bit, and we could play a game or something. Or I got a couple other videos I could play too. So let me put the link down in here for everybody. Say if somebody wants to come up, or I can just keep blabbering, whatever you guys want to do. All right. And there is the link. Oh, we should also I didn't have time to write a new script, but if you guys want to, I'm not gonna hold anyone's arm to it, but I got a SpongeBob script we could read again. If you guys want to have fun with that. Mildewing. So if you guys want to come up, that's the link right there. Let me put it in one more time. One more time. Okay. And see if somebody wants to come up. If not, I'll play another video real quick. But I kind of want to explain why all this stuff was important. Oh, okay. Right on, Lorraine. Good. Yeah, I'm glad you're here. Okay. Oh, what's up? Hey, Coven, what's up?
Hey, Peanut.
Hey.
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing good. Yeah, it's been a good night so far.
Oh, that's awesome.
So, did you have any reactions to the videos or anything, or just want to talk about something different?
Oh, whatever. I don't care. We can talk about anything. We could, or play a game, or just have fun.
Yeah, sounds good to me. All right. And forever I forget to mention it too. I made Lewis is going to be the ambassador to Uranus, and then Captain Birdcage is my vice president. So if you guys want a position in my cabinet, make sure you let me know. Man, I had fun. So I had fun with you last time. So if we get at least Dragon's coming up. Right on. Hey, what's up, Dragon? What's up, brother?
Hey, brother. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, you sound perfect. What's up?
Oh, right on. Cool. I'm standing behind my truck. I just watched a crazy lightning storm roll through Montreal. I'm in Montreal, Quebec here. I'm working right now. I'm kind of traveling around Eastern Canada. I'm living out of my truck in a bunch of hotels, and I was tailgating on my truck tonight, drinking beer behind my truck, listening to various YouTube podcasts, and I ended up, you're the last one. I'm going to bed here soon.
Okay.
But I love the Nut House, man. I love your show. I love your content's great. You're right on the money. You're right on it. And I know a few people in your chat, like Gerald Calhoun, and
oh yeah, Joy,
a couple other brothers that are Joy, and you know, there's only a few of us magical people left in this world, and it's gone to shit. You know, it's all gone to hell, and there's only a few of us that are holding on to the remnants of what this place maybe used to be. I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
just I'm just a survivor from you know, I'm a musician and an artist and a writer, and I try and do the best I can every day to make, you know, make a difference in the world, make people happy, smile at people, say hello, and do the good work every day. But it's getting harder and harder, it seems like, and I have to work harder and harder to keep it going. And there's only really few good people in my world now. I have a handful of people that I really love that, um, you know, a few good friends back home, my family, and, you know, people like Texas Magi Dude, you, uh, Thor News. There's only a few people that are really doing the good work anymore, and it seems sad in a way because it's like we've been gobbled up by this machine that we're living in. And I used to work for the machine. I probably still even work for the machine now, but in a different way. But um, it seems like the only path through this is to cooperate with it in some way. It's kind of weird. Um, it's a trip, man. And I have to say, all my best times have been in the nut house. You know, I
Oh,
have
right
not
on.
had any good times here, except for in the nut house.
Oh,
Literally,
nice.
like, and anyway, I like what you're doing, man. And okay, I had a suggestion. I was gonna say
Okay.
I got a suggestion for a cool thing that you could do on your show. It's called the poetry game. And
Oh,
what you
sweet.
do is you get a small group of people, and everybody takes a turn. Everybody just provides one word, and it can be any word you want. And you get, like, say you have 4 or 5 people, everybody gives one word, and you go around in sort of like 10 rounds. Everybody provides one word. So if you have 5 people, everybody giving one word, you got 50 words at the end of it all. And then everybody goes off on their own into their own corner. And what you have to do is take those 50 words that those 5 people provided in 10 rounds, and you have to write a poem using those 50 words. You have to, it doesn't matter if you use other words, you can use extra words to, like, make the poem work, but you have to use all 50 of the 50 words. It's called the poetry game. We used to play it all the time when, like, back in the 90s, before the internet. You know, my friends and I used to, like, hang around in basements and have dance parties and play the poetry game. But
We
it's
can
a
do it right
cool
now
thing
if
to
you
do.
want. You can do it right now if
Yeah,
you want.
you can do it. And basically you need, like, somebody who's like the secretary that takes down all the words, so you have a list of words, and then
Okay.
everybody has to write a poem using all of the words that are provided by the group. So there's 4 of us in here.
Yeah.
So if each of us gives, you know, let's say 5 words each in rounds, and we go around the circle, and we have 20 words, and then each of the 4 of us has to write a poem using those 20 words. And it's amazing the things that you get out of the poetry from the different personalities playing the poetry game. It's great. It's an awesome exercise in psychology and sort of looking at your view of the world and how people frame things. It's really cool. Oh, yeah, let's do it, man, for sure.
Okay. All right. Pat, you want to go first? Come up with 5 words. By the way, how you doing, Pat?
We do
I'm
one word at a
okay.
time. Everybody does one word at a time. We go around the circle 4 times or 5 times.
Okay. All right. Pat, you want to start us off?
Yeah, I'm doing okay. Where's Snooks? How come she's not up on the panel?
I know she's too good for us, Pat.
Oh no.
She's scared of the ejection seat, I think. Right, Coven? We're like, man.
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
always trying to
yeah.
trick
She
her.
is.
We're all like, sit over here. She's like, why? I don't trust you, Peanut. And then that's when we gotta, like, blindfold her and give her the ether. Here, smell this. Oh, and then, it's just the whole thing. She wakes up with a hangover the next day. Not fun. But right, it gets so hard. The first time it's easy to trick her, but the second time she's like, no, I am not falling for this one again. So you got to get creative. And I'm like, oh, all right. What's this? Hey, there's Superman over there. She's like, huh? And then like, that's when you hit the ejection button. She's like, you ejected me again. Damn you, Peanut, and your tricky ways. And I'm like, it wasn't me. That's why I blame you. I'm like, it was Coven the whole time. And you're like, Peanut, don't blame me.
Yeah,
I'm
blame
surprised
me.
you kept me as long as you have, Peanut.
Right? Exactly. See? And then that's why you're so innocent looking, Pat. So sometimes I have to blame you. And she's like, no way, Pat wouldn't do that. I'm like, yes, you don't know. Pat's got a dark side. See, you don't realize. Sorry, next thing on that. Just kidding.
I've seen both sides.
Right? Exactly. Because there's only two. Right? Unlike Dragon with all his multiple personalities, you don't know which dragon you're talking to. Just kidding, Dragon. I'm just picking on you for a minute. And then I'm just making up stories as I go. I know. Don't mind me. Anyway, Pat, come up with a word, little lady.
Okay. Shell.
Shell. Okay. Very
Who's
good.
tracking all the words?
I am. I'm typing them. I'm being the secretary. See, I'm multitasking with both
Okay.
sides.
Are you gonna make a list so we can go look at the words?
I'm gonna make a list. Absolutely.
Okay.
All right. And I'll go next. So we keep it in order. Like we'll go clockwise. And my word my word is going to be ocean. All right. Your word, Coven.
Okay. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
No, that's too hard. I'm not typing all that. Come on now, Coven.
Mary Poppins.
Oh, well, Lorraine wants to play.
Okay.
Sure, you play, Lorraine.
Okay. I'll think of a word. Demonic.
Demonic. Okay. Very well. This just took a dark turn. That must be your other side, Cohen. All right. And then Dragon's Age, what do you think?
I'll say stillness.
Stillness. Okay.
Yeah.
Stillness. And then Lorraine, what's your word? Is it listen or is it something else, Lorraine? Lorraine, I will. I'm not sure what she's saying. Surfing. Oh, that's what Truth Free said for surfing. Everyone's coming up with different words. All right, we'll use surfing, and then we'll use them both. Why not? Surfing, and then will. She's calm. Calm it is. All right, Pat. What is your next word?
Bell.
Bell. Okay. And then Mario's saying spinal meningitis. That's a very specific word, Mario. All right, Coven, what do you think?
Altar.
ULTA?
No, AL. Like an altar, sacrifice at the altar.
Oh, an altar.
Altar.
Okay.
Altar.
Oh, altar. All right. Sorry, I didn't get that from your accent, Coven. I thought, I know you realize you're dropping the R's off. Like,
well, I'm rolling my ass, am I?
Yeah, kind of. That's okay. I'm just being goofy anyway. Dragon, what do you think?
Dragon's mute.
Dang it, we lost
Dragon's
Dragon.
gone.
Now, see, that's how it goes. Now this poem will never be written.
Dragon.
All right, we got so close. Well, I guess we can keep going.
Yeah, we can go. Yeah.
All right, I don't think I put a word in either. I'm gonna say taco. Right, I know. Taco's a good one, right? Truth Free says ring. We'll put ring in there too. All right, and then what do you think, Pat? Oh, here comes Dragon again. Dun dun dun. Here you go, Dragon.
I was in the elevator, so my word is going to be elevator.
Elevator. Oh, I like that one.
Elevator. Yeah.
Elevator. All right, Pat. What do you think?
Club.
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 Club. All right. Now I'm going to put dance. And
nice.
then, I know, right? Coven, what do you think?
Right.
Game.
Game. Very cool. Oh, I'm serving up some game right here. All right. Pat, what do you think?
Pretzel.
Pretzel. Very good. And then, what do you think, Dragons?
I think
Do you say full? F-O-O-L or F-U-L-L?
no, sorry, Bliss.
Bliss? Okay.
Like yeah, Bliss.
Okay, right on. Bliss. Okay, and then, these are mostly nouns, huh? Can it have to be a noun, or it can be anything?
No, you can make up little connective words to connect all these together at the end, but we're just collecting words right now, so
Okay.
that's fine. Yeah.
All right. I'll go with dragon.
Cool.
All right, Coven, what do you think? Oh, catapult.
I go with venom.
Venom. Okay. Ooh, right on. A venomous dragon. And then catapult said, I like catapult, so I'm going to use that from and then Pat, what do you think?
Pen. P-E-N. Pen.
10.
Pen.
And dragon, what do you think?
Wake up.
Dragon, are you in the elevator again?
No, I'm here. I would say my next word is love.
Love.
Yeah.
All right. And then Lorraine said kings. Okay, we'll put that in there. Kind of goes with dragon or something. And then I'm gonna go with what would be a good one? Let's go with what am I thinking here? Jacuzzi.
Ooh, nice. We're getting creative now. It's getting creative. It's getting good.
What do you think, Coven?
Chimpanzee.
Chimpanzee and jacuzzi. You read my mind. All right. Chimpanzee. All right. What do you think, Pat?
Owl.
An owl. All right. An owl, a chimpanzee,
No,
and
towel.
a
T-O-W-E-L. Towel.
Oh, a towel. Okay. Like tally. Like, come on, Kyle. All right. And then dragon, what do you think?
I think lightning.
Lightning. Okay.
Lightning, yeah.
And I'm going to go with midget. Or maybe better yet, a dwarf. I'll go with dwarf. Dwarfs are kind of like midgets. What do you think, Coven?
Pennywise.
Pennywise. The clown.
Clown.
Right. That's a lot of words. But should we go stop there? So I was using words from the chat too.
Yeah. So how many words do we have now? We have like 20 words now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. We have 28 words.
Yeah, that's a lot of words already. So that's going to be a hard poem to write already. So we should probably rein it in at this point and
do the poem.
So yeah, so what we need to do is we need to see like a list of all the words somehow. Can you post a list of words in the backstage area so that we can all see it backstage too?
Yeah.
I'm not looking at YouTube anymore.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do it right now.
Okay, and then we'll
that's the words right there.
And then we all come back and all four of us read our version of the poem that we've created with these 28 words. Like, it's cool. It's fun. This is a great game. This is like a great early 90s party game. We used to play this all the time and we had so much fun.
Yeah, pretty cool. All right, can you guys all see the words in the back chat?
Yep, I can see. Yep.
Okay, excellent.
So no, I don't see it.
You don't see it, Pat?
No.
Really?
No.
Oh, if you look at it, you can't see the private chat?
Well, I'll push this button, see what happens.
Don't push the ejection button. Again. I'm just kidding.
Shit. Sorry. I'm having trouble with the app here, but
oh, you know what?
Okay.
Pat, I'll post.
Yeah, I see it now. I see it.
There they are. Okay, there they are. Yeah.
All right, cool. So, all right, right on. So, you guys, I'm gonna play a song while we write a poem. That way, like, everyone can kind of groove out while we're doing this.
You mean I gotta write a poem, like sit down and write a poem with these words?
Yep, you have to. That's the law.
You don't have to sit
Now I
down
gotta
to do
get
it.
up,
You don't have
turn
to
the
sit
light
down.
on.
You can do it off the top of your head. Like you can even just wing it when you have to read the poem. But there's like that's a good grouping of words. You could just take that grouping of words and be creative with it, and you could do a lot with all those words just off the top of your head. Probably if you just had to wing it, like you know, it's
You
a
got
good
this.
collection of words. You got this. It's not.
All right, I want to mute myself and play a song. That way we could do like it'll give us something to do when the song's over. Then we got to read our poem.
Yeah,
Sound
we
good?
got a minute to think about it. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Song's about 8 minutes long, so that should give us enough time. All right.
All right, rock out.
No, it could be anything. Oh, is Toast a Goat in here? Oh, dude, you're right here. Oh man, dude, I thought you were. I saw you back there. You know what it is? Your thumbnail kind of looked like Coven, so I thought you were the same person. I guess why is there 2 of them in there? Oh, dude. All right, do you see the words in here? Goat.
Yeah, I see him.
You see him? All right, you see him. Okay, so you ready to do this?
Well, I'll do the best I can.
I like your cut of your jib. Okay, so we're all gonna do this together. All right, I'm gonna play a song and then I'm gonna mute myself. Anyone got any questions? Any last words before we start writing a poem?
Good
Yeah,
luck.
I got one word.
What's that?
Help. Help.
Help. All right, all right, here we go. That's funny, Cohen.
Don't judge me. Don't judge me, bro. properly. Elevator 12 gets.
put my mute on, and voila. All right, I am back. All right, you guys ready to read your poems?
Yeah, whenever everybody else is. Mine's more of a story than a poem, but it should be all right.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
go for it.
yeah, mine's a pretty like a story as well.
I think this is a really good exercise for everybody.
Oh man, I was laughing the whole time I was writing.
I did. All right, let's hear it.
You want me to go first?
Oh, who does he want? You don't have to. Does anybody want to go first?
It don't matter to me.
No.
Okay, yeah, go for it. Go.
All right, here we go. There once was a penny that was wise, taking the elevator to the club to dance with the dragon pretzel, or shit, hang on. Dancing with the demonic pretzel dragon of bliss. The king's love catapulted a venomous dwarf chimpanzee into the clamshell of the hot tub ocean, where the water was still until the tacos kicked in. The lightning altar was surfing the carpet after 10 tacos. Moral of the story is tacos are demonic on your sphincter.
Sphincter. That's hilarious. All right. Who's that? Great. Go. That's hilarious. All right. Anybody next?
Okay, I'll go next.
Okay.
Okay. Pennywise, the demonic chimpanzee, was surfing with Puff the Magic Dragon. He was surfing the elevator, eating Taco Bell as they were entering hell. They passed the ocean, picking up shells as they passed Venom at a club where he was dancing with the devil with a towel around his waist. 10 kings were eating pretzels and reading Lord of the Rings. Suddenly, the chimp catapulted his feces with lightning speed at a ball game with a 10-pin split and eating Chico P. That's it.
You guys are great. You guys are great at this game. This is really good. You guys are doing really, really well at this. This is perfect. You're doing great. I love it. Excellent, excellent creativity. I like it.
This game's a blast, man. It's pretty fun. It's a lot funner than it sounded.
I know, right?
It is fun, yeah. but it's hard. It's hard to think of.
It is.
You know, putting the words into a poem or a little story. But yeah, Dragon. It is good exercise as well. Yeah.
It's a good exercise, and everybody has a unique sort of slant on how they use the words and the way they think the words have to go back together. So it's a really cool psychological experiment on a group of people, and you get if you do it in a room with people, like in an actual, like, not on the internet, but like in a room full of people, you get people laughing and everybody connects together in a certain way, and it's a great way to pick up girls. Like if you're out at a party, like. You know,
it's a good party game. It is a good party game. Yeah, this should be made into a board game. That's an idea. Somebody,
well, hey, if you make it into a board game, make sure you remember me, and when the paychecks come through, and you kick down some money for the Dragon's Age, right?
Definitely, because this would be a good board game, actually.
Yeah.
Okay, who's next?
Okay, I'll go next. Or Pat, you want to go next? Let's go. All right, here you go. The king of the dwarves was surfing the stillness in the ocean's bliss like an aquatic elevator, as the waters twisted like a pretzel of fate in quest for a demonic dragon. In a dance of death as the bells of fate tolled under the lightning armed with a club against the Pennywise altar of 10 tacos of bliss. The venom of the beast rose from the sea like an elevator of doom where the tears of the fallen who went before him were sopped up by the towels of madness in this absurd game of fate over a ring that had meaning for his lost love. But he must prevail against the winds of demise to free the maiden's shells and bring her home with his into his jacuzzi. The end.
Oh, bro, I love it. I love it. That's amazing,
Yeah.
bro. Great poetry, man.
Thank you.
Oh, so good. It's so good how people take these words and just make them into something personal. It's so good. I love it. I love the jacuzzi part. That was great. That was really good.
All right, who's next?
Pat, I think Pat's next, or Dragon.
Ladies first, Pat, you want to go? I'll go if nobody else wants to go.
Okay, go for it, Dragon.
Okay. So I try and keep it pretty minimalist. Like I try and stay strictly to the words that we had as much as possible, but that's just my style. But so I said, emerging from my shell within the demonic stillness, surfing calm. I hear the bell after Taco Ring Elevator Club dance game. The pretzel bliss dragon catapult bliss is kicking in. The venom. I feel the 10 love kings, Chicopee, chimpanzee, towel, lightning, and the blessings of the dwarf Pennywise.
Cool. Yeah, that was really cool. That was awesome.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, very poetic.
It seemed profound at the moment, you know. I don't know.
Yeah, I like it. I think you did a great job.
It's really personal, right? It's personal for everybody that writes it, you know. So
Yeah, you did a great job. It's all been fun. Pat, you want to read this one?
I'm going to jump out and go back and watch on YouTube now, okay? Thank you. I love you guys.
Yeah, man, it's a blessing to have you here, Dragon. All right.
Yeah, take it easy, Dragon. Okay, Pat, we're ready for you.
Fine, I'm going to read my poem for you guys. This is me, Pat. There was a shell in the ocean, but it was really still. So still it was calm. And I heard a bell, like it was coming from an altar. That reminded me I was Pavlonian trained to eat a taco. So I ate the taco, climbed in the elevator to get to the club and dance. And then that's when I was served up some gang by a pretzel guy. And then there was bliss.
Oh, Pat, that was sounded like Mr. Hanky, but Mr. Hanky.
The Christmas turd.
You're right. Alrighty then. Well,
what's crazy is like we had 8 minutes to put all those words into a poem / story, and like we all did it. I was like, at first I'm like thinking to myself, I'm like, God dang, I'm in trouble now. I was like, why did Peanut have to see me backstage?
Oh yeah, it was fun though. Huh? Oh
yeah.
Hey, you guys want to help me read it? Hey, hey Anarchy? What's up? Hey Chloe. What up? Hey Hal, 9,000. Hal, that's hilarious. Hal, that's funny. Well, hey, so sorry I cut you off there, you guys.
Oh, I was just saying, you know, that was what Toaster said. That was right. It's you know, like a shitstorm. Thinking, what the hell, you know, am I going to write? Trying to put the words into a story or a poem. It's not an easy thing to do. You know, on the spur of that moment.
No, it wasn't easy at all. But you did a great job. And you cracked me out. That was freaking hilarious.
And Pat, your poem was
dude. I was rolling when I was writing it, man. I was like, God dang.
Yeah, that was pretty darn funny.
And Pat did a great job as well.
Well, thank you. I did what I could.
Somebody's got their echo.
The Christmas poo. That's right, Hanky, the Christmas poo. Please show some. Oh, thanks. Yeah. I guess you guys hit the like button, please, and thank you, and share this out. Okay. Well, hey, I got a script. You guys want to read a script with me? It's one we did before, but it might be kind of fun. What do you think?
Yeah.
Oh Lord, man, I didn't do very good on the last script.
Well, you did amazing on last. What are you talking about? And this time I'll make you a character. So I got like plenty of characters. Sound good? Go.
I'll do the best I can.
Any dragons, Peanut, in the in the script? Got any dragons?
You know, I don't think so. Not well. You did really good as a dragon though, with that accent. You sounded amazing, Coben. But you do good a lot of
Thank
times.
you.
So yeah, I was happy. Okay. And so I'll put the link in there. See if somebody wants to come up and help me read a script.
End of the Coven. Do you like dragons?
I like dragons. I like anything with.
Across your chin.
I knew you were going to say that, Toasted. I knew.
All right, you guys. Here's the link. If you guys want to come up, Right Dragon. Oh my god, that was fun. Okay, and then I'll put the link in again in case you guys want to come up. There's the link. Hey, Conspiracy Queen, what's up? So hey, Sassy Raven, what's up? Hey, how you doing? So, Mary, if you guys want to come up, there's the link right there. I need like a couple more people. I don't know what happened to Snooks. Come up here. I need you, Snooks. Come up. I need someone to help me read the script.
Yeah, come on, Snooks. Come on board.
Come on board. Okay. And,
come on board.
Oh, maybe Pat will help me out. She's coming back. Okay. Removed from the studio. Okay. Pat, you gonna help me read a script, Pat? Pat.
What?
You ready to help me read a script?
No, I can't put those words together. I don't like this
no,
game.
I don't mean no, not this. We're done doing that. I get it. You don't like it, but do you want to help me read a script?
Oh, here we go.
Like, are you? Is that a yes or a no? You don't have to.
Okay, I'll try my best.
All right, sounds good. All right, and then Snooks, I need you to come back here. Snooks, I need you.
Come on, Snooks. Don't leave me alone.
Come on, Snooks. Exactly.
Yeah. Don't leave Pat hanging. Don't leave Pat hanging.
Come on, Snooks.
Exactly. You like dragons, Snooks. Come on. Hey, what's up, Zio? Hey, what's up? Right on. Okay, so there's a link. I need a lady to help me read a script. So come up here. Oh, Tiffany, come up, Tiffany. Tiffany, come on up. Come on down. No, thank you. I'm quiet tonight. Oh, are you mad at me, Snooks? All right, fine. See if I can get someone else to come up here real quick. Actually, I forgot who was in this role. It's for SpongeBob. Oh, you know what we need? We need to have Steve come up if Steve wants to come up. But I need
come on, Steve.
One of you guys have to come in here.
Come on, Steve.
Come on, Steve. Be up.
Come on.
We need you,
Come on, Steve.
Come on,
Come on, Steve.
swing. Come on.
Come on, people. Come on, people. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid.
No, you should be afraid. Be very afraid.
Don't be scared.
Don't be scared.
Don't be scared.
If I could do it, if I could do it, anybody could do it.
Right? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, if we could get like one more guy and one more girl, that'd be perfect. So
if no one comes up, I'm leaving.
Oh, all right.
Oh, Pat, don't leave, Pat. Don't leave.
Don't leave, Pat.
Don't leave.
All right, fine. We'll just do it with it. Pat, we'll find a way to do it, I guess. All right, fine. All right, so let me put it in here real quick so you guys can see this. We'll just do it all three of us. We'll find a way. We can do it, like Bob the Builder. Okay. So let's go here and go to this thing. Oh yes, go there, and then it's gonna be share screen like this, and then like this. Here we go. All right, here we go. It's gonna be SpongeBob. All right. I want to make this whole screen. You lucky dog.
See the guy that lives under the sea?
He is the guy that lives under the sea. Exactly.
I heard he's got square pants.
He does got square pants. He shops at the Gap. All right. And then.
Oh boy.
So you want to be Sandy Cheeks and Pearl?
Oh man, I'll take Squidward.
All right, you're Squidward. You are then.
SpongeBob.
And then all right, and so that leaves all right, so Coven, who do you want to play?
I don't mind. Who picked Patrick? Anybody pick Patrick?
No, you can be Patrick if you want.
I'll be Patrick because I kind of like Patrick. I think he's one of the better characters in SpongeBob.
All right, excellent. And then I'll play Mr. Krabs, and then
I was Pearl last time.
you're gonna be Pearl and Sandy Cheeks this time. Okay, you play both of them, and then this is your big
I'm
chance.
playing what now?
You're playing Sandy Cheeks and Pearl.
Sandy
I'll
Cheers?
play.
Yeah, Sandy Cheeks and Squirrel and Pearl. I call you Squirrel. Yeah,
Okay.
Okay. Peanut, I'll
Yeah.
do Plankton as well. I'll do Plankton as well.
so you'll be playing.
So I'll do Patrick. Patrick.
All right, fine. And then I'll do. Do you want to play SpongeBob too? Goat.
Yeah, I guess I could. Yeah, I'll try to do his voice.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. All right. So here we go. You guys ready?
And then what do you got? You got somebody doing Bee Boo Bop Karen there?
I'm gonna be doing Mr. Krabs, and I'll play the narrator.
Okay.
Oh yeah. You can do Karen too if you want.
Oh,
you gotta
hell.
talk like you gotta talk like a robot though. Be like, I am going to help. Like that.
I am. We're in trouble.
I am robot.
You'll have fun. It'll be hilarious. You can have fun with it.
Mr. Roboto.
Exactly, Mr. Roboto. All right, you guys ready?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Wait a second. I'm going to go on my laptop so I can see better because on my phone it's
Okay.
so tiny.
Let me know when you're back. And we'll do this. We're gonna do this.
Okay. Because on my phone it's so tiny I can't.
SpongeBob, Squidward, and Karen. All right.
I'll walk into a bar.
Oh. That's where I'm at now.
Right, exactly. So you're like getting into character. That's
Yeah,
what it is.
I'm already at the bar. I better go sit and pour myself a drink real quick.
Right, exactly.
While you're waiting, play a song, Peanut.
All right, fine. I'll play another song real quick. Okay, all right, you guys hang in there and play a song. It's like intermission to keep everybody ready to go. All right, and then so what I'll do is which one am I gonna play? I'll play my new original song. Play a new original song. You guys are gonna suck. All right, here we go. Let's go back here, and then we'll stop sharing real quick. I'll bring that back up in a minute, and then I gotta mute my mic.
Is this a sing along?
Peanut, that was awesome, man.
Oh, dude, my mic was like muted the whole time, man. You are talking to me the whole time. I was gonna say
Yeah.
thanks, Goat. Man, I really appreciate that. You're probably like, all right, fine. I'm not gonna thank you again for
Yeah.
anything. You know, all snippy. Yeah, sorry. Like, yeah, I didn't realize my mute was still on. But thanks, dude. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, from
Yeah.
the music to the video, man, I like that. That was
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
Like I said this before to Peanut, it kind of reminded me of a black metal video.
Oh yeah. You know that other song I did? I put some black metal in it. Hey, Sassy, what's up, Sassy Raven? So that one it had like the Judgment Day song that's got black metal in it. It's the like the chords at the end, which I play in a different part too, because I'm using minor chords like that shouldn't be together harmonically, and that kind of creates that. Specifically from Dimo Borgir does that, where it kind of creates this like cinematic quality or something.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah, I try to mix stuff. I put in some Sabbath, put in some Metallica, and then some black metal. Kind of mix it all together. That's what I came up with. This other one though, I was just riffing. I was like, I just came up with a riff and just try to come up with a song to go work around it. So man, I'm glad you guys like that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Hey, Sassy Raven, you gonna help read?
Sure.
All right. Yeah. Well, thanks for being up here. All right. So you're a brave soul. Come up here during a live script like that. That's what I'm talking about. Don't worry, you'll live to regret it later. Hey, Faith, what's up? Right. All right. So I'm gonna have I'm gonna have you play Karen the Robot and Pearl, and then we'll have Pat. Is Pat still up here? Oh, Truth Freeze is here. We lost Pat. We gained Truth Freeze. All right. Oh no, we still got Pat. Okay, fine.
I'm still here.
All right. So
I came in to help Pat to join up with her. Oh my.
Thank you. Thank you.
Who'd we lose? I
You're
lost
welcome.
somebody. I got Goat up here. Oh, and Face here too. Okay, right on. We got a full house now. All right. Now
So-
everybody's
Too many now.
So Peanut, what am I playing now?
We're gonna find out right now. All right.
Okay.
So I have to rewrite this now because now we gotta make sure everyone gets a roll. All right. So
No, I
let's
can
go.
jump. No, you only needed one more. Right?
No,
I'll
you
just
have
jump.
to stay. You can't jump down. That's against the rules. This is like a Roach Motel. You can check in, but you can't leave. That's part of
Hotel
this. That's part
California.
of the small print, the fine print. See, that's why you got to read that stuff. You didn't read the fine print, so now you're stuck here, Truth Freeze. My gosh. Some
Ain't
people
going
they never.
nowhere.
I know. You're going nowhere. Right. Oh, you ain't going nowhere. I got 5 minutes alone with you. All right.
Oh my
Here we
goodness.
go. Right. Leave. That's clearly not stipulated in your contract. And no trailer either. No M&Ms. Like, you're just sorry. But your union isn't very strong. All right, here we go. So here you go to here and share screen. Okay. And here we go. All right, and now now for something completely different. All right, so we're gonna go here, put this back in there. All right, so all right, so let's start with Truth Freeze. You'll play Karen the Robot. Okay.
I'll take Squidward.
All right, you're Squidward, of course, and then Plankton is going to be played by Coven, and then I'll be Mr. Krabs, and so that leaves Pat. You're going to play Sandy Cheeks. All right.
Okay.
All right. I love your enthusiasm. And then Sassy, you're going to be playing SpongeBob. Sassy.
Oh my gosh, really?
You don't want SpongeBob? All right, fine. Do you want to play
It's
Pearl?
okay.
You got it. All right.
Yeah,
cool.
I guess so.
All right.
I can't remember how his voice is though.
I know.
SpongeBob's got that metrosexual voice, right?
That wrong. Yeah, but I don't know. It's not me.
All right. Would you rather play Patrick Star or Pearl?
I guess Pearl.
All right, fine. You play Pearl then. All right. And then
I can't remember how Pearl is either. It's been a while since I looked at SpongeBob.
Oh, don't lie. You know you watch SpongeBob all the time. Sassy, don't worry.
Not
That
all
stays
the
between me
time.
and you.
Just for my grandkids when they did
all
it.
day, all day, every
Really?
day.
It's like riding a bike, Sassy. It'll come back to you.
Okay.
And then
You sound actually very, very similar to Pearl, to be honest.
Do I really?
Honestly,
oh,
yeah.
you kind of, yeah. You can probably just read it like your regular voice. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. All right. And then Faith, which one you want to play? SpongeBob, or Patrick Star?
Oh my gosh! Like I can't do SpongeBob. I know that.
All right. Can you do Patrick Star then?
Yeah, I'll do Patrick.
All right. Fine then. All right. And then that leaves. Are you going to do Patrick? You're going to do Patrick. All right. And then Goat. Do you still want to play SpongeBob too?
I'll do the best I can. How's he do? He goes, something like that.
Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah, it's pretty good actually. All right, let's. And you're also going to be playing Squidward, and then all right. So
I got it. Thank you.
all right, here we go. All right, Plankton is sitting despondently in his office inside the chum bucket, disappointed that he cannot think of a new way to steal Mr. Krabs' secret formula, as Karen, his AI computer voice girlfriend, is trying to console him.
Oh, what is the point of being an evil genius? It can't use brilliant mind to steal Mr. Krabby Patty's secret formula.
Wait, I thought catching crabs was a bad thing. Why in the world would you want to eat crabs? That is disgusting.
Is that your idea of a pep talk, Karen? Because I have no idea what kind of philosophy you are trying to use on me, but it's not working.
Look, Plankton, all I am saying is that you don't have to keep beating yourself up over this. There are easier ways to catch crabs than this.
Oh, yeah, like that, Karen.
Well, how about a sleazy motel with hourly rates?
Not those kinds of crabs, Karen.
Look, Plankton, you know I am AI, so you have to be very specific in what you mean. You got me AI talking like a Scottish person. Okay.
I am specifically talking about stealing the secret formula to Mr. Krabs' Krabby Patties. That would be
Splendiferous.
I couldn't say that in a Scottish accent.
Wait, Plankton. So Mr. Krabs is telling you burgers that are made out of crab meat? Wouldn't that make him a cannibal? Are you sure he is not making the patties out of the kind of crabs you find in cheap motels? Couldn't that be why it is such a secret?
Karen, you can't be serious. This is just crazy, but perhaps it's crazy enough to work.
That's the spirit. Now go grab a Petri dish and grab some specimen samples from the local house of ill repute.
in the name of science.
3 hours later. Everyone's talking. You guys all say what you want. Is these patties taste like crap?
Oh,
They're
dang.
disgusting.
I've had these crabs before.
I think my sandwich is crawling away.
So gross.
Ew.
I hate the
I
chili
want my money
sauce.
back.
All of the customers storm out of the chum bucket. Meanwhile, back at Mr. Krabs' restaurant, Mr. Krabs is talking to SpongeBob. Yeah, boy, how's Krabs talking? Yar, do you see me, boy? That be why Plankton is always after me secret formula. He just served up his customers' patties made out of motel crabs. I, me boy, neither man nor beast would touch that.
I don't know, Mr. Krabs. Maybe eating motel crabs wouldn't be so bad if people just use their imagination. And I'm studying to be a detective with my new cereal box decoring. So if there were any crabs here, I would detect them. God dang.
Yeah, SpongeBob. Imagination. What is that again? I can't see it. It went away. Hold on. What where'd it go? Damn you, Peanut.
I'm sorry, trying to make it easier for you.
I'm yeah. What is imagination again, SpongeBob?
Well, hot diggity dog. Are you fellas talking about crabs again? I done told y'all that was only one time in Houston at the Bucket of Blood Saloon. You dad only can't see it. Stickers don't never let anything go.
Oh, Daddy. I think that all these people talking about crabs. They are so disgusting. Oh, and Daddy, I need some money to get a new dress for the big dance tonight.
Hi, Pearl. That be the most disgusting thing I've ever heard in me whole life.
You mean the motel?
No, not the motel crabs. No, I mean my poor money, me poor money. Everyone is after me money. It's beyond disgusting. So if it be the same to you, Pearl, I will be keeping me beautiful money and take me chances with the crabs.
Oh, Daddy, how could you?
Yes, yeehaw. Y'all need to stop worrying about money so much. It's in you was like me. Y'all would spend more time stuffing nuts in your mouth. Like this world would be a better place, y'all.
So this is what my life became. Serving away in this demanding fast food job and listening to these people talk about nuts and crabs. If anyone needs me, I will be in the back curling my eyes with a fork. But Squidward, it wasn't me who started the conversation about crabs.
And that leaves me as a culprit. Mystery solved. I can barely see it, I'm sorry. Gee, SpongeBob. I was the last person I would have suspected. I don't sound like Patrick at all.
No, you do fine.
That's okay, Daddy. I always knew that you never really loved me. What difference does it matter? Does it make? Nobody wanted to go to the dance with me anyway. So I guess if it is just oh crap. I guess It is just, oh well. That's all it's
Somebody, please give me some tissues so I can cry me poor eyes out.
Sorry.
Oh, Daddy Pearl.
Oh, Daddy.
Daddy, I knew I should make you cry. You don't care about me.
That's not why I be crying.
Then why are you crying, Mr. Krabs?
I'm crying for me poor money that I'll never see again. But you missed the best part, me boy.
And what's that, Mr. Krabs?
You are going to be me daughter's date, me boy.
Oh, shit.
I'm going to the dance too, SpongeBob. What's a dance again?
Meanwhile, back at the chum bucket, Karen is still trying to console Plankton.
No.
At least
Don't feel bad, Plankton. You just need a new plan. Maybe you strategy you haven't tried before.
But Karen, I have already tried everything.
You just need to think of something Mr. Krabs wants, but he doesn't have.
But all he cares about is money, and I've already tried that.
Well, at least for now, I can soothe you with my soft female robot voice.
Wait, that's it, Karen. You're a genius.
What did I say?
Mr. Krabs doesn't have a woman, so I'll dress up like a woman and steal his formula. It's a pure genius, Karen.
Oh my god.
Okay, Plankton, if you say so.
3 hours later, after the dance ends, Mr. Krabs' car breaks down when he drives to pick up everyone at the dance parking lot. So they all end up having to spend the night in a nearby motel.
Daddy, why can't we spend the night at that really nice hotel across the street? This place is disgusting.
Hasn't me poor money been through enough for one night? And SpongeBob, this be coming out of your salary, me boy.
And do you think I gave up a nice evening, a quiet contemplation and saxophone to be here, you all? Oh, dear Lord, why? This is all your fault.
My fault? Gee, Squidward. I was the last person I would suspect. Gee, sometimes you think you know someone. But apparently, not I. I can't read it. I don't know why I can't read it. Sorry. But apparently not. I suppose I am something of an enigma. Sorry. Oh my gosh, you're so tiny, Peanut. Like seriously, it's really tiny. Now, if you gentlemen will excuse me, I am going to crawl under the nearest rock in the parking lot. Can't read it. It keeps going away. Damn you, Peanut.
I'm sorry.
I bid you all a good day.
Wait, Patrick, this can be fun. Use your imagination.
I said good day.
I was talking to you, SpongeBob. Me? But what did I do?
Yes, SpongeBob, this is all your fault. You don't know how to dance. And you embarrassed me in front of my friends and the whole school. What is wrong with you, SpongeBob? You never do anything right.
Welcome to my world, me boy. Oh well, here be your keys. Nighty night, and don't let the bedbugs bite. I mean, seriously.
Don't let the bedbugs bite or the scabies. A night in this place, oh, it'll change a man. Right after everyone grabs their keys, they see a female crab enter the motel parking lot and walk straight up to Mr. Krabs.
Hey there, good looking. I hear you were looking for crabs. Well, how about me, big fella? Aren't I splendiferous enough for you?
Mr. Krabs, I have a bad feeling about this. Picking up crabs in cheap motels cannot possibly end well.
Shut up, Squidward. Let Daddy handle this. Aye, lassie, be looking for a good time, as it were. Yar. Be some treacherous waters for a fine lass like yourself. But just to be clear, you ain't after me money, are you?
Don't be silly, handsome. I don't care about money. What kind of a crab in a cheap hotel do you take me for? Oh, I'll have to know. You know, I'm a lady. You are your manners, Mr. Crab. Are you going to leave me out in the cold, or are you going to be a gentleman and let a lady in?
Right this way, lassie. It doesn't get any better than this.
Oh my gosh, fucking hilarious.
Pearl.
Oh, sorry. I'm trying to see it myself. The damn screen is freaking out, man. Let's see. It says, "You are such a smooth talker, Daddy."
A hot damn, y'all. It looks like Mr. Krabs is fixin' to get busy, y'all. Look, I'm at the only squirrel here fixin' to stuff some nuts in the winter. Yes, yeehaw.
Will someone please put me out of my misery? Well, if none of you losers need me, I will be in a hotel room regretting my life. Not that any of this actually listening to me anyways. I hear you, SpongeBob. You're not the only one in despair.
Well, don't feel bad, SpongeBob. It's not your fault that Pearl treated y'all like did darn varmints. I can't read it.
That's
Thank
fine.
you, Sandy. You are a good friend. Okay, are you ready, Squidward? Let's hit the hay. Hey, wait a minute. What happened to Squidward? And why is the motel room locked? I can't get in. That's right, SpongeBob. There's no more room in the inn. So go use your imagination and pretend you are a nice, comfy man. Ha, ha, ha.
Meanwhile, inside Mr. Krabs' motel room, prepare for the best 3 minutes of your life, little missy. It will be time to release the Kraken.
Oh, Mr. Crab, you are such a charm. You make me feel like as giddy as Guppy.
Now get your cute little cloth over here and climb into me bed and get under the covers with me, lassie. If you be wanting me to harpoon you, as it were. But don't ye be thinking for a minute of putting one of me precious quarters into the thing to make the bed vibrate. I can't bear to see me money go.
Wait, before I jump in, I need to tell you something.
Fine. What will it be, lassie?
I've been watching Star Trek for too long, and that's why I speak like Scotty. Do you know what really turns me on?
No, but I'm sure you're going to tell me, so you might as well get on with it.
Secret formulas get me so hot.
Very well then, lassie. Get in me bed and get under the covers, as it were, and I'll tell you me secret formula. Plankton and the female crab robot gets under the covers with Mr. Krabs. Me secret formula is... SpongeBob jumps out from under the covers.
Aha! I knew it all along. Don't give her the formula, Mr. Krabs.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun,
SpongeBob.
dun.
SpongeBob, what the hell are you doing in me room, boy? Everyone hears a commotion and enters Mr. Krabs' motel room.
Daddy, what is going on here? And why is SpongeBob and the Crab Tramp both in your bed? On second thought, you know what? I don't want to know.
SpongeBob, is y'all into some weird, quirky, swinging stuff or something?
Gee, SpongeBob. You would think after years of friendship, you would know a fucking person. But I stand corrected. It looks like you are an enigma as well. Well played, SpongeBob. Well, motherfucking played.
Well, is that what you think?
Knowing SpongeBob, he was probably imagining he was a detective or something. God, do I hate you, SpongeBob.
Okay, it's not what you think, Squidward, but I can explain.
Well, don't be keeping us all in suspenders. Out with it, B-boy.
Suspenders?
I was working under the covers the whole time. Actually, quite literally under the covers. Anyway, something struck me about the crab lady's words she said, which reminded me of only one person.
Plankton. Everyone turns to see Plankton slipping away while they are all distracted.
See you, suckers.
Oh, SpongeBob. I'm so sorry for the way I treated you.
That's okay, Pearl. I'm holding up one finger, but I want you to use your imagination to figure out which one.
Dun, dun, dun,
Dun, dun, dun.
The end.
Oh, goodness.
Oh,
It's such little print, man. I couldn't see what's the crud.
It is.
That was
Now I
fun,
just feel
though,
like
y'all.
yeah, I feel like an old lady because I couldn't barely read it.
Yeah, my eyes aren't what they used to be.
I don't have my
That's me.
glasses.
That's
Right.
me. That's mine are.
Yeah, I didn't. Oh, man. Thanks, guys, for hanging out with me during the whole thing. You guys appreciate
You
it.
suck, Peanut.
I know. All right, you guys want to play a game?
I was able to everybody knows how to enlarge, right? Like you touch the screen and then you spread your fingers up, whatever. If it were with
Yeah.
that, I would never be able to read it at all.
Oh,
But
shit.
then
I didn't,
yeah.
didn't even think about
I'm on my cell phone though, and so I don't have that option. Like I can't do it.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I'm on my cell phone too.
Yeah, I'm on my cell phone.
But you can still enlarge, but then you don't get the whole sentence. You got to like move it back and forth.
Oh, okay.
You know, to get the rest of the sentence is what I found.
I just don't know how else to do it. That's why.
Yeah, I'm not going through that bullshit. Peanut is not worth it.
Yeah, that's why I'm gonna work.
Exactly. Finally, someone knows.
Yeah, that's why I used my laptop because I couldn't see on my phone. It was too small.
Oh, hey, Sassy Raven, thanks for helping out too. You did
Oh,
an
hey.
amazingly good job. I appreciate you.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
thank
you were really, really awesome.
You guys were really awesome.
Yeah, y'all did a good job.
Yeah, y'all really did.
Seriously, everyone did, I think.
Yeah, everybody applaud yourselves. Yes.
Take a bow. Take
Yes.
curtsy or
Right.
take a bow.
Right, we're all bow together. Oh, hey, what's
Y'all,
up,
I
Liz?
gotta,
Except for Peanut. Peanut sucked.
I know.
I gotta
right?
head to bed, but y'all, it was really fun. You guys are awesome.
Oh, you're the
Thanks,
one that's
Peanut.
awesome. Yeah, thanks for
Thank
coming up.
you.
As long as you have fun. Did you enjoy that?
Yes, I did. I enjoyed it. It was hilarious. I loved it. It was
Oh,
fun.
good. Awesome.
Yeah. Thanks,
Right.
Peanut.
Yeah.
Bye,
thank
all
you.
of y'all.
Bye. See ya.
Bye.
Bye, Sassy
See
Raven.
you
Y'all
later.
have a good evening. Bye, dears. Bye.
You
Bye.
too.
bless
Sweet
you.
All
dreams.
right. Love you. Bye. All right. And then there were 5 of us. So you guys want to play a game, or you just want to chat, or what do you just want to do?
It don't matter,
Oh,
man. I'm up for whatever.
yeah, same here.
Peanut,
Whatever.
are you
That
like
accent. Oh my god.
Like, oh my god.
I thought it was fake.
Like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. It's
Oh my god. Oh
Betty.
my god. Oh my god. I want to play a game.
Are you? Oh, do you want to play a game?
Do you? Yes, I do.
Oh, thanks, sister.
you're
right,
like a small actor director? Not small. I don't mean small, but I mean
That's what she
non-Hollywood
said.
necessarily.
He
Yeah.
is small.
You know, exactly.
That is what
No,
she
what do you
said.
call
I
theater?
know.
Like,
You're small, Peanut. Gee, thanks.
were you in theater? Were you in theater as a kid or a young adult or
No,
like theater?
not till I came on YouTube.
Well, that's exactly what you're doing is somebody directing the theater, you know? But communities will have small theater, but people come acting and they got to prep people and get them going and put up the lines and all that. That's exactly what you could do professionally if
I
you wanted to
wish.
make money. Yeah.
Yeah, but they won't let
Yeah.
him grow.
But-
They won't let him grow.
But you're doing it
Exactly.
anyhow.
People keep
You're doing it on the
people
YouTube.
keep. I'm sorry for cutting you off, but people keep messing with him. They won't let him like grow. Like seriously,
It
they
happened.
keep.
Oh, yeah.
They keep stealing his content, and
Yeah.
it's really messed up.
Yeah, like I was talking to someone else the other day about there's a channel. It's called I don't want to say their name in here, but like and yeah, they completely changed their whole what's the word I'm looking for format to emulate what I was doing. I was like, wow, really? I mean, yeah,
Wow.
yeah, it was pretty underhanded. But any event,
Yeah, that was really messed up, man.
yeah, it was absolutely. And then like
Seriously,
then I ran
very
into someone.
very disrespectful. I couldn't believe that.
Yeah, and then I ran into someone else, and they're like, "Oh, I I just saw this channel. It's like yours." What's their name? I go, "Oh," and it was the same person. I'm like, "No, you don't understand. They get the idea from me." But anyway,
Like
all right.
to the respectful thing to do, if you're gonna take someone's shit, like share them out. Give them a like tag them or shout them out, whatever. Like that would be the respectful thing. But
Right.
what they have
Or
done to
I'm
you is
inspired by this that I saw.
Yeah,
Or,
right,
yeah.
right. Yeah, that exactly. Then that helps my channel out, and I wouldn't be. I'd
right.
be, all right, that's
Yeah.
cool. Right.
And
And
But
yeah,
what they have done to Peanut is really just so freaking shady. It
yeah,
makes me angry.
yeah. Because like
Yeah.
that, people like man, people have no idea. Like behind the scenes, just how much
How much work? Yeah.
yeah, work. There's that, and then there's like all the like really underhanded things people do on YouTube that people don't realize. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but that's why I'm so grateful everyone is in here. Everyone in here is really cool. So
And what you're talking about is humans. That's not even counting the algorithm AI stuff of blocking, shadow banning, and all that.
oh yeah,
Right.
yeah. I'm just talking about the humans. Exactly.
Yeah.
And the funny thing about it is that like the AI is gonna like eventually, not too far from now, it's gonna like come after all us humans, and then people be bickering with each other, and like just doing underhanded shit because they're like some people would like sell their own mom to get a view. You know what I mean? Like it's subscription,
Yeah, I know.
right? And then like
Right.
and when they don't realize it, but like you know,
It's so dumb. It's so
yeah,
stupid.
it's like yeah, but
I tell people all the
it's
time, like
treacherous.
if you don't like my fucking content, unsubscribe. I do not care. I don't care about subscriptions or subscribers. I'm not monetized. I don't care. I do what I want because it makes me feel good. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
yeah.
So if you don't like my
But it's
my content, go the fuck away. I don't care.
You know, it'd be like Faith. It'd be like if I got like a mask or something and started having it read stories like you do. You know what I mean?
right.
Oh my
And,
god, that would be
See, that's
awesome.
exactly
right.
that's exactly
Or-
what.
Right. Go ahead.
No,
That
Go
would
ahead.
be
the
so
deep fake
awesome,
stuff.
dude. I would literally pay for that, Peanut. Like if you wore a peanut mask, I would so pay for to watch.
Oh, or like goat. Like if I was if I was like playing music that was obscure metal, and then for people, and then also like reviewing alcoholic brands and whatnot, it'd be like, gee, where'd that idea come from? You know what I mean? It'd be like kind of like just not cool. You know, I don't know.
Well,
Man, I would love that. Like, I love your freaking music. It's amazing.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Seriously.
Thank you very much. You know where he got the idea from.
Take a bow, sir.
No, with the deep fake though, that stuff, I've heard of people getting a phone call. They think it's a family friend. I'm really in trouble. I need help. Send me some money. And they sound just like their family member. It's AI making a call, and yeah. So we're in it right now. It's not like something that we got to worry about soon. It's like I'm not saying it's that prevalent yet, but yeah.
Yeah, I've honestly gotten a couple of those phone calls too, and what I would have to do is, well, what I did is I'd hang up the phone call and then I would call my actual sibling and say, "Did you just call me?" And they'd be like, "I'm at work. What are you talking about?" And so then I would screen recorded or recorded whatever, voice recorded whatever the phone call, and they were like, "Yeah, I never ever did that at all." So
I heard of one other person too saying the same thing. So it's not even that what do you call rare anymore?
No,
AI
it's not.
stuff.
And they do the same thing with the toll, like whenever you're like driving from one state to another state and you have to go through these toll machines.
Easy Pass or toll,
They do the same thing. They did that to me like 3 times this month, and I was like, I haven't been to Wisconsin since February. What are you talking about?
They're
And they were
hoping you'll
trying to
give
get
them
me to pay
your credit card. Yeah.
Yeah, they were trying to get me to pay $300 freaking dollars for March 3rd, and I was like, dude, I haven't been in Wisconsin since February.
Oh, by the way, you guys, Conspiracy Queen was giving you guys all compliments, Faith and
Aw.
and Truth Freeze and
I saw that. Thank you.
Aw, thank
She said you guys. Yeah. So all right, you guys ready to play a game?
Heck yeah.
All right, here we go. All right. So all right, if you go fishing in Indiana, just remember that it's against the law to. Is it A, catch a fish with your bare hands? Faith, you do that all the time. I keep trying to tell you, don't do that. It's against the law. She never listens to me.
But
or
you can
is
do it in Oklahoma.
I never listen.
Yeah. It's Indiana. Like they play by their own rules in Indiana. They're very gangster there. Or B, brag about the size, and it's not what you guys think. Brag about the size of any fish. So get your minds out of the gutter. C, use artificial worms to catch fish. Right? Who doesn't use artificial worms? Or D, go fishing without wearing or bringing a hat. Can't do that. So like, oh, there's Lewis. All right, right on, Lewis. All right, Lewis, you ready for this? Sorry,
Yeah.
Lewis. All right, Lewis. If you go fishing in Indiana, just remember this. Don't forget this, Lewis. It's against the law to catch a fish with your bare hands. So don't do that. That's what Faith does. Don't listen to Faith. Or B, brag about the size, Lewis, of any fish. That's what we always do. Brag about the size. And then, or C, use artificial worms to catch fish. Or D, go fishing without wearing or bringing a hat. Bare hands. Okay, I'll say just the bare hands.
I'm going with B.
Right on, Garrett. Okay, all right. You're going to go with brag about the size of any fish. I like the way you think. Go. And then anyone else?
C.
C. All right. Truth Free says use artificial worms.
C.
C. Artificial worms. Everyone's going for the worms. What do you think, Faith?
A.
A. Catch a fish. Of course, you would say that. You know you do it all the time. You crook.
All the time,
right?
Yeah.
And Lewis, what do you think?
The hat one.
The hat. You gotta wear a hat. All right. Coven, what do you think?
Ooh.
I don't know about America, how they fish, but I would say A.
Catch with their bare hands. All right, you and Faith are thinking alike. All right, and
Oh
then
yeah.
and that's what Oz said too. She said fish with your bare hands. Fake worms. Conspiracy going with the fake worms. And then Hal's going with the gummy worms. Right? Exactly. Gummy worms are delicious, Hal. And the right answer is, oh, look at you, Faith. See, I knew it was the truth. Catch your fish with your bare hands. You get a winner car.
Yes.
I'll win the car. Right? Man, you guys are. Everyone else though, you guys all suck.
You guys all
You're
suck.
the
Go in the
losers.
corner.
Exactly.
Hey, we
I'm gonna
suck.
brag about the size of my fish.
Right?
Go in the
Exactly.
corner. Go in the corner.
Yeah.
Exactly. Do what you're told.
Me and Faith got it right, so yeah, we were thinking alike. So
Oh yeah, good for you, Colin. You know, you're not a loser like the rest of these guys. All right.
Because the government doesn't want us to catch fish with our bare hands.
Poor Colin. You're trying to raise the bar, and everyone just keeps dragging you back down. All right, here we go. In the state of Iowa, right?
Oh.
It's yeah, Iowa.
Yeah,
in the
that's where
Hill.
I'm at.
All right, you're in Iowa. I know. It's ill. I know that you know that I know. It's illegal. It's against the law, Faith. You know this. You live there. To change someone to charge someone to see music that is played outdoors. You can't charge someone when they're playing music outdoors. Like, what? You better wait till later, fool. Or is it B, to charge a one-armed piano player? Like, man, you better save that for a saxophone. Or is it C, any animals performing an act to music? Well, I wonder what acts they're thinking of here, but all right. Right? We're on some soft moon music, right, Coven? They're like, moo, right? And then D, folk music that is performed on a banjo. All right. So in the state of Iowa, we'll start with you first, Faith, because you got the inside edge on this one. It's illegal to charge someone to see. You can't charge someone money to see a music that's played outdoors. That's illegal. Or is it B? You can't pay someone to see a one-armed piano player. Please, come on, have some sensitivity. Or is it C? You can't charge anyone to see animals performing an act to music. Of course, they didn't really go into that one. Or is it you can't charge someone I'd pay to see that. A couple cows going at it. D, or would you charge? That's the nickel show. Or is it C, D? Folk music that is performed on a banjo. You better not do that. Now they can play classical music on a banjo, no problem. You can charge them for that all day long. But in Iowa, they better not be playing folk music because
I'm gonna say B. I'm gonna say B.
One-armed piano player. That's what I'm thinking. One-armed piano player. Also going to go with A, played outdoors. Can't do that, right? And Lewis, what do you think?
Oh, I picked B.
B, one-armed piano player. Coven, I like the way you think. Lewis, what do you think?
No, I was Lewis. Answer is B.
B.
Everyone just say B. Like, let's go.
B. All right, go. What do you think?
I'm going with the ring-a-ding-ding-ding-a-ling-ding, going with D, the banjo.
Ding-dong. All right, and Pat, what do you think?
D.
D, the banjo. Got a couple banjo enthusiasts. All right.
Coven goes with C, the animals.
The animals. I'm going with C too. I'd pay to see the animals. You and me both. We'll go. Freeze, what do you think?
C.
The animals. Oh yeah. Almost we're done for like a donkey show, please. You haven't lived till you've done that. And the answer is B, the one-armed piano player. It's just like the just like the fugitive.
Wait. Explain what the law is again. What is it?
You can't charge someone money to see a one-armed piano player. So that's got to be a free ticket.
I guess they'd only charge half because they're only going to get half.
They only charge half.
Just half, yo.
Right, Lewis. Did you have a choice, Lewis?
The banjo one.
That's right, the banjo. All right. They
one
charge us
armed.
Exactly.
One armed. Keep that in mind. One armed.
I know. He's all like, he can't. Wow. You're not getting any melody with that. You're just getting the chord. That's it.
They made some crazy laws back then.
Right. That's what you call a 5-finger discount.
There was a Django played it. One
Oh
arm.
my goodness.
Night, Tiffany. Bye. Night, Tiffany. All right. Okay. All right. This is going to be our last question for the night. And I'm going to round this up. So here's the last one. In the city of Augusta, Maine. That's funny right there. It's illegal for anyone to walk down the street while, remember, can't do this in Augusta, especially this goes to you, Goat. So we know how much of a lawbreaker you are. A, keeping their hands in their pockets. It's illegal. So Pat, don't do that. B, looking at their phone. You can't walk and look at your phone. Coven, man, didn't you know? Or playing a violin. You can't play a violin while you're walking. Please, you might hurt someone. The bow flies out of your hands, put someone's eye out. Man, it's just mayhem from there. All right, and or is it D? Combing their hair while they're walking. Getting ready for that selfie.
I'm gonna go with D because y'all know I'll be combing my hair a lot.
All right, can we right exactly? That's funny. All right. What anybody Pat, what do you think?
Oh, I'm just gonna guess B.
Looking at their phone. That seems logical though. Truth Freeze, what do you think?
A.
Keeping their hands in their pockets. All right. And then Lewis, what do you think?
The violin one.
The violin. That sounds deadly. Only assassins can do that. All right, Faith, what do you think?
I think I'm gonna go with B too.
Looking at their phone. You know, it seems like the most logical one, huh? Coven, what do you think?
Yeah, because I mean, I see people all the time like looking at their
Yeah,
phone.
they might
and
run
walking,
into
and
a
then
wall
they're
or
just,
something.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, they trip and shit. And it's like,
Yeah.
dude.
That's why I was saying. That's why I think it's probably the most obvious one, huh? Coven, what do you think?
Well, it could be A or B. Oh, having your hands in your pocket might denote you might be doing something for yourself. So,
Little pocket pull.
Right. Little pocket pull. Is that what you're saying?
yeah, pocket pull. Yeah. I would. Oh shit.
That's
I'm
probably
going
what it
for
would
B.
sound like if you was playing pocket pull. Oh shit.
Yeah, I'm going with the phone.
The phone. All right. And then chewing gums, what Chicken Little says. All right. And then Ken's going to say C, the violin. You know, I agree. I'm going to go with violin. That's what Lewis said too. I'm going to go with violin. Walking in the street or using a sled. Oh, it's walking in the street, Roddy. That's what it is. Riding a sled, that's a whole other thing. And then Conspiracy Queen says, phone. Okay, she's thinking phone. Perhaps Pokemon got people hurt. Oh, yeah. I forgot all about that. You're right, Pokemon. And then the answer is, oh, yeah, that's right, Lewis. Lewis wins a car. Ken wins a car. I win a car. We all got the last question right. That means all the rest of you are...
losers.
Suckers.
Losers.
we don't get an Oprah car. We don't get an Oprah car. What the fuck?
We all won. You guys suck. Golly. Disgusting.
Losers.
All right, one more question, then we'll go. All right, here's the last one. Okay, in Baltimore, Maryland to be specific, as opposed to Baltimore, Cleveland, or something. It's currently illegal. It's illegal to do this in Baltimore because you guys are all criminals, especially you, Hal, and losers exactly. Conspiracy Queen, she hangs out in Baltimore all the time, so she knows. Is that it's illegal for anyone to do this on the city sidewalk? Is it A, sell lemonade? Can't do that shit in Baltimore. They're straight gangster there. They'll take your lemonade and then dump it on you. Or B, hold a conversation with more than 3 people on a sidewalk. Can't do that in Baltimore because they don't. They're like, what? That's too many conversations all at once. Just text me later. Or is it C, doing push-ups? They're like getting all calisthenics done and shit in Baltimore, getting in shape on the sidewalk. Or D, spit on them. It's illegal for anyone to spit on the sidewalk.
Oh,
Exactly. Conspiracy Queen is pretty fun. Ken said L. Be undocumented. Yeah, it can't be undocumented on a sidewalk. Exactly, chicken.
I was thinking of something else, like an E. You can't piss on the sidewalk.
Piss on the sidewalk. Apparently, that is legal.
I'm gonna go with B.
With C, goat, push ups.
B.
Oh, B. Hold a conversation with 3 people. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So, anyone else?
I need the options again. That
All right.
was-
Here's.
I'm going for B as well.
All right. Conversations. All right. Here, Faith. Here it goes. Is it A, sell lemonade on the sidewalk? Hold conversation with more than 3 people on the sidewalk? C, do push-ups on the sidewalk? Or D, spit on the sidewalk? Conspiracy Queen's one with spit. And
Okay,
Ken's going to go with spit.
I'm just gonna throw this out. Just be. I'm A.
Sell lemonade? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. You can't do that shit, bitch.
Yeah, exactly. You got a license for that, Betty.
You need a license to sell lemonade.
Yeah, we got
child.
to arrest you. Who the hell do you think this is? The entrepreneur world? Get the
What
hell
do
in
you
the car.
think this is? You can't just sell
Yeah.
lemonade, little
Right.
girl.
Like you're somebody or something. All right, Lewis, what do you think?
D.
D. Spit on him. All right, I can see that. And then Pat, what do you think?
A lemonade.
Going with a lemonade. You and Faith are together on this one. All right. And,
Hell yeah.
All right, Truth Reads, what do you think?
Spit.
Spitters. Got some spitters in here. All right. And Baltimore, it actually is nuts, and not in a good way, Conspiracy Queen. All right. So
Not in a good way.
Robbie's going with the spitting. There's a lot of people who are into the spitting in here. And cruelty to oysters. Exactly. Poor oysters, Robbie. And the answer is spit on them. Oh yeah, spit on the sidewalk. Everyone who said spit, you guys are winners. Conspiracy Queen, you're a winner. Ken, you're a winner.
So you can piss on a sidewalk, but you can't spit.
Exactly. You know,
Well, that don't make no
it's
sense.
Baltimore. You don't try to think about it. You just gotta
Well,
go
that
with it.
don't make no sense.
I
Well,
know.
that makes no sense. But
Well, honestly, I'm not sure if it's,
at least I know my daughter can sell lemonade.
right, exactly. But you better not spit afterwards.
Just don't spit it out, girl.
Right. All right, you guys. I'm gonna call it a night. So I'll hang. You guys can hang out backstage with me a little bit if you want. But, if you want. But you guys have anything last that you want to say to everybody in the chat?
Any last words?
Any last words? Cigarette and a blindfold. Go. What do you think?
You had me at
Last
cigarette and
word.
blindfold, man. I'm there.
Right. All right. And Pat, any last words? Last words. Sounds so funny.
Well, I just wish love and peace and joy for everybody, and hope everyone has a good Sunday.
Oh yeah, me too. Hey, good thoughts. All right, and then Truth Freeze. Anything last you want to say?
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom. That's good. Later, Steve. Appreciate you, Steve. I'll see you tomorrow night, Steve. And then Lewis. Anything else you want to say?
It's okay to get crabs in front, but not in your anus.
Right. Exactly. Faith. Anything you want to say?
Oh. Love you guys. You guys are so freaking fun. I love you all so much.
All right, Kobe. Anything you want to
And,
say?
and fuck Peanut, by the way.
All right.
Not in the good way either.
Oh.
Oh man.
All right, Kobe. Anything you want to say?
Yeah, thank you very much for letting me jump on, Peanut. And yeah, keep doing what you were doing.
All right.
And I
Thank
love
you.
you all. And God bless you all.
Yeah, God bless. Thanks, Kobe.
Thank
Appreciate
you
that.
for joining. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I want to say thank you to Goat and Pat, Truth Freeze, Lewis, Faith, Coben. Thank you guys all for being on the panel, and everyone who was like Sassy was on earlier, and just everybody was helping out. appreciate everybody. Thank you, Steve and Hal and Conspiracy Queen and Lele and Robbie and Kat and everybody, Chicken Little, everyone who's been in here tonight. Like, I just appreciate from the bottom of my heart everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and God bless you all in Jesus' name. And hope everyone has a great night. And you too, Ken. Thanks again for being here, Mr. Red
Y'all
Pill.
have all been so much fun. Seriously,
Right, I'm manifesting still supportive. All right,
so much fun.
okay, so
God
that
bless
being
everyone.
said, okay, I'm gonna close this out with a song. Bing bong bing. All right, here we go. Give me 1 second with the banjo. All right, here we go.
Ding bong, ding bong.
Bing bong bing.
Ding-a-ling-ding-ding-a-ling-ding.
Dueling banjos. Well, okay. Don't get carried away, Colin. Okay. Oh, I think you got your mic off. Maybe not. Maybe not.
I sure wish I was Peanut. I tried to copy him, and it did.
Sorry, I can't do that one because I don't want to upset somebody. It wasn't. I didn't do that for what they think, but still, I don't want if they're even upset at all. I don't want to play that song. Sorry, you guys know who you are. All right, so let's figure something different.
Thou my
Now